Oh boy, did I just back myself in the corner about just being completely indecisive with this one. I haven't even prepared for this. I haven't even loaded this game on my PC. So, volume warning, everyone. Hopefully it pauses when I'm alt-tabbed. It does not. Oh boy.
Labyrinth of Galleria, the Moon Society.
Okay. That's a good sign. Hey, guess what, chat? This is not supposed to be the initial title screen that you're supposed to see. Uh, it is the one. It is the one that you get for completing the game, and I have no idea how I'm supposed to get rid of it. Luckily, there are no spoilers to it, so we don't gotta worry.
The stream's ruined.
However, I should do one thing as a just in case, and merely obfuscate it for just a little bit. Okay. How do I delete save data? I don't think I can. Give me a second, everybody. I know it's bizarre looking at a black screen, but I gotta figure out how to erase all my saves because there are some large spoilers in them.
I just had a decent run of Balatro, so I'm feeling good.
Yeah, I got a successful run rate today, dude, so I'm feeling positive. Damn. You know what? I have a more jank way to do it. It's gonna be dumb, it's gonna be pointless, but it's not gonna involve, turning off the game and delaying things even further. So, bam, Labyrinth of Galleria. Galleria. I don't know if it's pronounced in game or not. I'm pretty sure it's Galleria.
Galileo.
Should there be that?
Thank you all for coming here today.
Labyrinth of
Unfolding
Gals.
before you is
Yes,
a profound
unironically.
mystery.
Just
A
Gals
tale
being
of
Gals.
love and courage performed by the ill-fated. As to what fate has in store for them, that is yours to bear witness. For a soul to start
Carmine, I
its
disagree.
journey,
They're not giving us
it needs a
FemC.
handful of courage and two of curiosity.
Also, let me know how audio balance is. As
Well
I mentioned,
then,
I literally... This
are
is
you ready?
actually the first time I'm loading this on the PC.
Of course, you'll be playing a role in this tale. After all, no story is complete without a protagonist.
Where is... Hello?
My. It seems the time has come. That is, for your journey as a wandering spirit to begin. May you see it through to the very end.
So, for context, everyone...
And with that,
Oh.
I wish you a safe journey.
Sorry, Grandma. For context, everyone, this is the quote-unquote sequel to Labyrinth of Refrain, Coven of Dusk. And both games, you are technically the protagonist, but you are not a active entity. You're typically an object of power. In the first game, you were in a book. You were a book. We will see what we are in this game. The actual main characters are pretty obvious as to who they are. There is also voice acting, but this one specifically is not because I believe it is spoiler if we identify who it is.
So what's your true name, Wing?
Yes, my true name with which if I give to the Fae, I'll have my life ruined.
Can I have your name?
This is gonna be the weirdest adventure for Chester, let me tell you.
I got turned into a lantern. Funniest shit I ever saw.
Confirm the name of the soul within the Lantern de Phantasmagorie. You will not be able to change this name. Proceed. The moment you press that button, you get an achievement. The achievement is called The Contract is Sealed. It is the first paragraph of the actual contract that you are bound to in this game.
That's not ominous at all.
I've always been enthralled by a story. A picture book. I read it when I was a child. It told of a goose. The eggs she laid were of solid gold. And then people copyrighted solid gold eggs and then killed the goose. Every single day she laid one egg. But her owner wasn't satisfied with only one golden egg. She believed that there were many, many more to be found inside of the goose. Just like that, she opened the goose's belly. There were no eggs, no gold. Inside the butcher's goose was nothing but bloody entrails. Those who have plenty want more, and so lose all they have. That is the moral of this tale. But if you ask me, it's a silly one. Who are we to scorn her? A woman seeking to better her life?
She could have more common sense.
Who did so at her own peril? And I wonder, if I were her, would I have done the same thing? Now that we've copyrighted golden eggs and gotten rid of that stupid goose, it's time for the money to roll in, baby! God, I never thought I'd hear her fucking voice again. Oh, I was gonna say something, but I just spaced out and forgot it. Oh yeah, a big thing about this game is that it was originally a PS Vita game, I believe, that was only released in Japan. It actually never came over here originally to the US until last year for, what was it, PlayStation and PC? And it just kind of silently dropped to no fanfare, which is kind of a shame because this and Refrain, in my opinion, are actually like probably some of the better written stories from Nippon Ichi. By the way, everybody, this is a Nippon Ichi game. It is not Nippon Ichi. It is made from the same team that does I believe a good precedent it would be Witch in the Hundred Nights. Though this game, I will say, is less edgier than that and less edgier than Labyrinth of Refrain. So don't worry about any of the weird stuff in those games. It is not there. When I played this, it was on the Steam Deck. It drained no battery. Yeah, it's really energy efficient. Because much like a lot of Nippon Ichi games, it's very ostensibly just a VN with some, like, gameplay layered over it. Let's put Auto on.
All right, little missy, we're here.
By the way, how's the volume?
Wait, I know. It's Galleria Manor.
No sooner had the words left her mouth that the young woman had left from the carriage, a large trunk of belongings in her arms.
Now, Missy, I heard there ain't been anyone living in this old manor for a while now. You sure you're in the right place? Carriages never come out this far. This ain't really the kind of place a pretty little thing like you should be hanging around. Not to mention, I heard rumors that come nightfall, all kinds of horrible creatures and evil spirits start a prowling.
Yeah, this is, the dungeonist crawleriest thing. I argue it outclasses
Missy?
Etrian Odyssey.
Something wrong?
Huh? Oh no. I'm sorry. I just suddenly.
By the way,
got
how's
feeling
volume?
someone was
I don't know how
watching me.
volume balances between,
What?
myself,
Hey, now.
video game, and
Don't go
co-commentators.
spooking me like that. But looking at this here gate, I can't help but feel all them rumors.
Why did they hire a
Just
4-year-old to
rumors.
say Missy?
I can
What?
stick around a bit. in case you want to go back.
The coachman pulls out a cigarette and begins searching his pocket for his tinderbox.
Oh no, that's quite all right. I was actually called by the owner to come work here starting today. Thank you very much for the ride, sir. Please be careful on your way back.
Hey, ain't you forgetting something, Missy?
Oh, you're right. Sorry about that. Here you go, the rest of the fare.
Thank you kindly. Well then, I'll be off. You be careful out here too.
Oh, I see what you're getting at, Honora, but like, we never see the coachman, so it's safe to assume that he could be any age. Like, I'm genuinely wondering where you got 50 from.
Sheesh. Nobleman's daughter like her, having to come to this backwater for work? Tough times.
Musing to himself, he stuffs his cigarette in his mouth and resumes his search for a light.
Oh, right. Sir? Sir! If you're looking for your tinderbox, it fell down under the driver's seat.
How would she know that? With those words?
Witch, burn her!
My. She sure is full of vim and vigor.
This man is written for like he's from a Looney Tunes cartoon. I disagree. There's a very precise age that this
job
game
might have paid well,
pays
but
homage
good
to.
grief. Gonna take me damn near half a day to get back to the capital from here. Well, let's get to it. Hiya!
Oh, I should also say, even though this is tamer than Refrain, I should warn you there are darker themes later in the game. Specifically, once we start ramping up the end of Act 1, there will be
So this is Galleria Manor. It's covered in all those mysterious patterns.
yeah, once we get to the end of Act 1, there will be warnings of, or there will be content warnings. And I'll get this out of the way ahead of time so people, will be prepared for this when I start, bringing it up. There is content warning of extreme violence and suicide. It's not depicted, it is simply inferred, but, yeah. Thankfully, it doesn't have, scat inference like Refrains, so better in my opinion.
What a beautiful building. I've never seen anything like it. I can't believe I'm gonna be working here from now on. I'm gonna have to give it my all.
Don't look up the either orcs or ogres from Refrain.
Oh, wait. Before I knock, I should take another look at that job flyer. Let's see. I know I had it somewhere in my bag.
Thank you, Divine Hero.
What?
I mean,
What?
partial nudity is just
Where is
personal
it?
nipple on each.
I didn't forget
Yeah.
it, did I?
But, like, the actual content warning is, like, violence, self-harm, sexual crimes. Very important things to be aware of.
Oh, there it is. What a relief. Let's see.
Should,
Seeking a
should the
finder of
content warnings
lost
be on,
objects.
like,
If you think this may be
a
you,
period
then
post?
please visit Galleria Manor. The wage is 2 gold coins a day.
Could you repeat that?
I was asking if the content warnings should be a pinned post.
I'm sorry, repeat that one more time? Oh, somebody pinned a
Sorry.
post. Okay.
Yeah, no, I was asking if the warnings should be a pinned post because, well, they sure sound like something you need to be aware of.
Yeah, and it doesn't happen all the time. It's basically a tone setter for specific points. Like, I don't know if we need a pin, because it's not going to happen now. But when we get to it, I will warn everybody.
Further, it is preferred that applicants be knowledgeable about caring for Marguerite daisies. This post must be filled
That's
urgently.
very specific. Half of the flyer is written in a barely legible scrawl. Such sloppy penmanship.
They want someone who's good at finding lost things and knows a lot about Marguerites. It's like they wrote this posting just for me. Wait, calm down. I shouldn't get ahead of myself. First, I need to make sure I make a good impression. Nerves steeled.
Dominique, I would say you don't need... I would say you can skip Refrain. I still think it's worth playing personally. It's a bit rough in a lot of places, but there's like actually a pretty good story there.
Clothing all straightened. Check. Okay, I'm ready to nail this interview.
Also, no, Koshi. Oh! Little child! Suddenly, the young woman notices a child wearing heavy clothing and a heavier scowl.
Why, hello there! Do you live here? It's nice to meet you. I'm gonna be working here starting today. I hope we can be friends.
As the young woman offers her hand to the child suddenly lashes out, biting down hard.
Ow!
The child lets out a growl like a feral cat, but a sudden sound from inside the manor sends her running off with a fierce glare on her face. Okay, let's talk about the best witch ever. Because this witch is great. An old woman emerges from the manor. She quickly scans over the young lady with bleary eyes before speaking in a slow, weary voice.
My. I thought I was hearing some stray cats fighting, but it was just you. It's about time you showed up. Well, don't just stand there. Come in!
She's in blue.
Nice to meet you. My name's...
I'm not a big fan of
I'm called
puppets,
Eureka.
Honora.
I came because I saw the job flyer you posted.
Yes, just hurry up and get inside already. You can introduce yourself later, but make sure to use your full name when you do.
I will say this for those who have played Refrain but not Galleria. Unlike Refrain, who one of the main cast members is a witch and is a genuinely awful person with no redeemable traits, this old bag is fantastic and I love her.
The Count
yeah,
of this
she's
mansion
already
is
great.
a stickler for formality and etiquette. If you don't want to be fired, I suggest you not forget.
Yes, of course.
I aspire to one day be a mysterious, cranky old
Terribly sorry. Allow me to start over.
I mean, at least you got her beating
It's a
eyebrows.
pleasure to meet you. I'm Eureka Desolé. I saw
There
your job
is the
posting on
name of our
bulletin
first
board
main
in the
character.
town square and knew I'd be perfect for it. And so, here I am. When I read the job needed someone who's good at finding lost things and knows about marguerites, it felt like it was made just for me.
Almost suspiciously
Sure, sometimes I'm a
so.
little off mark when I search for things, but I've been playing on hills full of marguerites since I was a... Sure, sometimes I'm a little off mark
What?
when I search
Oh.
for things, but I've been playing on
Oops.
hills full of marguerites since I was a child.
I didn't know the X button does that. Also, I should also preface this since we are like what, 20 minutes in? It's gonna be a while before actual gameplay.
Sure,
That's
Cool.
how some games are.
The old woman forcibly yanks the flyer from Eureka's hands and looks over it.
I see. And you came all the way here without so much as a word of notice in advance? Never mind. We can go
Little
into the
whip.
details later. Sorry to be the bearer
What was
of
that,
bad
Tiger?
news after your long trip.
Little
But
whip.
this job isn't for just anyone.
what? But
Eureka has the
finding
best
lost things
noises.
And, I mean, the marguerites and...
Nonsense, all of it. If I'd listed the actual requirements, no one would have applied. There are several strict conditions one needs to meet to perform this job. We'll know whether or not you meet them after a little test.
A test?
God, you know who
I
this
might
old
not be
lady
very
reminds
smart,
me
but
of?
I'm pretty
And
good
this
at
is
taking tests at least.
this is affectionate, even though they look nothing alike.
You don't say. Well,
The witch
then,
Bette Midler
I'm
plays
looking
in Hocus
forward to
Pocus.
seeing how you do. Now, come stand here.
By the way, how would you like me to refer to you, ma'am?
Oh, dear me. Did I forget to tell you my name? I've been getting so terribly forgetful in my old age. My name is Marta Macronage. I'm a mystic who specializes in necromancy and alchemy. But mostly I'm just a doddering old witch.
It says a lot about a society where you can just say, yeah, I just dabble in necromancy, and you're not immediately
Should I call you
hanged.
Madam Witch? You're really a real-life witch. For real! That's
Reminds
just
me
too
of-
cool! This is the first time I've ever met a witch! I'm so excited to get the chance to work for you, Madam
anime that
Witch!
is airing right now,
Well,
where
around here,
necromancy
everyone.
is
Well,
like
around here, everyone
heavily
just calls me
bureaucratic.
Madam Marta.
Like there are
Oh.
no registrations.
You're talking about Witch and the Beast.
Yeah.
That's also a really good show. That is also, incidentally, about lesbians.
Just doesn't feel right to hear people calling an old bag of bones like myself ma'am or Madam Witch like it's some fancy title. You can just call me Granny. Most witches don't really like having their true names thrown about all willy-nilly.
Yeah, remember, a
anyway.
true name is a very powerful thing.
Of course. I understand. As you wish, Madam Granny.
I suppose that'll do.
I'm gonna decrease it a little bit, just
Enough
for
with the
my sake.
lollygagging. Follow me, would you?
Because while I could hear, oh wow, I already have it at 25. Holy shit. I was mainly having a little bit of trouble, like, processing in my headphones because of how loud it was. Galleria Manor, Red
Whoa.
Tribunal.
Whoa.
I have to not
right.
press the X button.
This
The X
place
button is a
here,
naughty
located
button.
At the center of Galleria Manor is its famous gallery.
Wow! This is all just so amazing! I can't believe I get to live in such a wonderful manor and work with a real-life witch!
Is this dusty, dreary old place really something to get so excited about? You really don't change, do you?
What was that?
I don't change?
Oh, I mean things never change. Girls will always find a way to get excited about the strangest things.
Grandma?
This place really is wonderful, though. If it's dust
Sus.
you're worried about, just leave that to me. I'm
Look, Grandma's
at
great.
cleaning.
She's just a little strange in the head, that's all.
You won't have time to be dusting. The job I have in mind for you is something far more important.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. No matter if it's cleaning, cooking, or laundry, I promise you I'll give it my all.
When we get to
You
making
really are a
oh,
silly girl,
oh,
aren't you?
we already
You can
got
leave all that to
demands
the
coming in.
housemaid.
Fuck.
Did you honestly think I'd pay someone 2 gold coins a day to do simple household chores?
Huh? Then I really am gonna be finding lost things? What a relief. To be honest, it's what I'm best at.
I'm glad to hear it. I expect great things from you in that case. Just to make things clear, however, I'm a hired hand as well. Your actual employer is a man known as Lord Bismont de Florzet, Count of
Oh yeah,
Aude.
this game is
He
very
is the
profoundly
current
French, by the
owner
way.
of Galleria Manor. It seems like he's out today, but you'll meet him sooner or later, if you pass the test. And though I call it a test, as long as you have the proper qualifications, you'll pass. It'll be quicker to show you. I need to go get things ready, so wait here for a bit.
I know it's not the case, but I look at Granny's like portrait, and I just have this mental image that she's just like that old to where she operates at a right angle the whole time. All right, first gameplay bit. Up. Hang on. How do I turn off auto? Log. This is the Red Tribunal, located at the heart of Galleria Manor. It will serve as the base of your operations. At the moment, only Witch Report and Record Memories facilities are available. When specific conditions are met, you'll be able to select Witch Report, allowing you to progress the story. The conditions can vary, but Witch Report will naturally become available to you as you complete objectives throughout the story. You may be able to use new establishments or obtain exploration skills, so you might want to be proactive in making reports. You can save your current progress as well as load or delete save data in Record. Ah, that's going to be important. More Red Tribuna facilities will become available as you advance the story. Now then, once you're ready to go, please select Witch Report and proceed. So, chat 1 second while I finagle stuff.
Oh boy, I love finagling.
As I obscure view here to prevent spoilers. I was desperately trying to figure out how to do this. Oh, well. I guess this is a fucking tutorial here that I have to show. You can save your current progress as well as delete save data. You never know what might happen on the ground, save frequently. You can turn on autosave and the game will save automatically every time you return to base. If you want to step away from your exploration, select Suspend from the Fantasy menu. What? Hang on a second. This will create a temporary save. To resume, select Continue from the title screen and pick up where you left off. So, as context, as I mentioned, this was a PS Vita game, so Suspend was a way for you to, you know, not lose everything when your battery was about to die. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to delete all these files and send them to the fucking abyss.
Wow, that one's
Very
titled Save
well.
4. I'm sure that's not spoilers at all. I don't know how any of these are spoilers, but okay.
Oh my god, you all are seeing them. Shit! Ah!
I don't know how it's spoilers, so I remain unspoiled.
I'm being extra safe, okay?
Okay.
I am burdened with the apple of knowledge, and therefore I have to be absolutely safe. You know, that's the funny thing, Honora. You can do the same thing for the Steam Deck. And in this game, if you just suspend it through the Steam Deck, it's still recording time. My primary save file has horribly inflated time. Witch Report. The witch finished preparing. Report back.
Now then, shall we finally get started?
As she says this, Madame Marta pulls out a strangely shaped lantern.
Oh, hey, it's you.
Wow! What a
Oh, we don't know
beautiful
that yet.
lantern.
Indeed it is. However, this isn't your average street corner variety lantern. I suppose before anything else, we should track down that wandering spirit.
Where is that little
Are
bastard?
you ready to get started? There should be a spirit wandering around here somewhere. I need you to locate it.
Spirit?
Yes, that's what I said. For your first task, I need you to tell me exactly where it is. Once you find
Yeah.
it, we'll be
Find
able
a
to
ghost,
use
little
this
lady.
lantern.
Huh?
I love her just completely
Of
fucking
course.
unimpressed.
I don't
Yes,
really
that's what I
understand
said.
what's going on, but I do understand finding lost things, so I'll do my best.
Are we about to imprison a poor soul? Yeah. Eureka pulls out a dowsing pendulum from inside her pocket.
Oh, wandering spirit. Little wandering spirit. Are you here?
So there are witches in this universe, but there are also entities capable of magic.
Wandering spirit?
Eureka is not technically
Are
a
you
witch,
over
but she is a
here?
divine entity. Well, a divination
Guess
entity.
not. Where could you be?
Divine entity.
Though she's not really good at it.
I can't find it.
My, oh my. I suppose
A
I may
diviner,
have
thank you.
misjudged
What? No, no! After I came all this way, I can't give up yet. I'll keep trying until I. Ah!
The voice acting is also pretty good in this game. Eureka's foot catches on a bulge in the carpet and takes a massive tumble.
Owie!
Maybe you're not cut out for this job after all.
No, just wait. I can. Huh? Here!
Hello, Nave.
It's over here!
Ugh,
Welcome to Anime Club.
mortified. Quickly.
Madame Marta places a spirit board on the floor where Eureka has landed. As she does, the air grows cold and the lights suddenly go out.
Spooky.
Oh, ephemeral soul. wandering innumerable worlds, the observer and arbitrator of nature's laws. If thou art here, please heed our call.
Yes, Nave,
and
but not
honor
as
us
bad.
with
It's
thy
only
reply.
bad if you want to really min-max. By the way, we get to decide how we want to answer, but since we're basically just a ephemeral soul, we only get 3 options: affirm, deny, or silence. I'll cooperate with the young ladies.
Okay, ladies is correct, but only one of them is young.
At Madame Marta's words, the planchette atop her spirit board begins to clatter and move before bursting into an eerie green flame.
It's here. Now we're getting somewhere.
In a nearly inaudible voice, Madame Marta begins chanting amid some manner of spell.
In accordance with the ancient covenant, reveal thy true name to this girl.
By the way, if you hear a phone, if you hear clicking like advanced text, the narrator bits take a while to process because they assume you're reading it at a rather slow pace. But I'm voice acting them, so I advance those and then go right back to auto whenever I can. As if in response, the lights in the room flutter 2 or 3 times.
Well then, that's taken care of. Wake up, Missy. No sleeping on the job.
As she says this, Madame Marta gives the sleeping Eureka a swift slap on the behind.
What? Huh?
This is a very crotchety old grandma. She's great.
Well, Missy, did you hear anything strange during my little seance?
I heard someone say, huh? Wait, what? My voice.
So I gotta say this. I always love whenever games do let you like put in a custom name and then do some fucking manner of jank to like get around it. Persona games are kind of mid and boring of like, hey you, or leader. This one, she can't say a name for some reason.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Huh? What do I do? My voice. I've lost my voice.
Quit panicking, you silly girl. Your voice is fine. The only thing not coming out of your mouth is the soul's true name. Here, blow into this.
You smoked this sweet hash, now blow into this bong, please.
Huh?
Quickly, girl.
Eureka exhales and lets out a soft puff of air into the empty lantern. As she does, a faint green flame appears and grows into a blaze. It's a little
It was a
dude.
success. Here, take a look at this.
I always like how the player character's avatar looks in these games. There are only 2, but they always look just wrong. Like, this thing is cute, but it also looks kind of unnerving with the one bleary eye. And then in Refrain, you have, like, a book with, like, a really gnarly grin. It's just a really good way to show, yeah, these are kind of weird.
Wow, what a pretty green flame. It almost looks like it has an eye floating in it. Wait, what? There is an eye in there!
And yes,
How
just...
you doing, kid?
What's up?
You doing, kid? It's me.
Hey, it's me, Chester. How did I get from Nobunaga's ambition to here?
Wow, what a pretty
Careful you don't get burned. This flame is actually the soul I had you find.
My green booger.
That's a soul?
Yes, that's what I said. Though it's an extremely powerful little bugger, if we've got it tucked away in the lantern, it's at our beck and call.
The lantern? Is that what that is?
Look, Selnar, Chester's eyelashes are
The
immaculate.
Lantern Day Phantasmagory. It's a powerful magical tool used to hold souls that have been summoned to the mortal world.
Ow, my poor brain. There's so much I don't understand, and my head's starting to hurt too.
I think the thing I like the most
Does
about
this mean I
Eureka
passed the test?
is that she's really stupid.
What nonsense!
And it makes
are
her
you
incredibly
spewing now?
fun.
The real test is just about to start.
And
I'm
now
going to
the
have the
Countess
two of you
fast
do some
or expire.
exploring.
Huh? Did you say exploring?
That's right. There's an old legend that tells of an uncharted labyrinth beneath Galleria Manor.
An underground labyrinth?
I don't know what it is about
Well,
Japanese
in name,
RPGs
at
in
least.
particular.
It's actually
But they sure
a
fucking love
repository
the
home
underground
to a number
labyrinth.
of artworks.
So
Underground
that's
labyrinth
what you
of
want to
fucking
They sure
find?
do.
The art?
It sure is. But they aren't just any old works of art, you know. They're strange little things called curio.
Curio?
They're works of art, but they're a little ominous. There's really no other way to say it. They're unidentified, scary
Hey,
things.
guess what? We're getting
No
fucking
one knows who made them, or where they
unidentified
came from.
artifacts. This
Plus,
is
they're
actually
quite the
this is
handful,
actually just Lobotomy
if the rumors
Corporation.
about them cursing their owners are true.
Cursing? Oh.
On the upside, some of them can grant riches, power, or wishes beyond life and death. That's what the stories say, anyway. But if you ask
When do we
me,
find the Tsuchinoko?
they're not meant for mortal hands.
I want to say 40 hours
No one
in.
in their right mind would want to even go near these items of misfortune. Regardless,
It's your job to get
the
him. Good luck.
master of the manor requests that we collect these items for him.
So I'm gonna be looking for these curio? I'm not so good with the dark.
If only it were that easy, dearie. There's something underground, that's for sure. The problem is there's no entrance fit for people.
Now it's time for window dressing.
Follow me.
Because explaining the labyrinth is very
Below
bizarre.
That piece of stained glass is a way underground. But it's protected by an unbreakable barrier. It's odd that there would be such a powerful barrier around it in the first place.
If there's no entrance, then how will I...
I'll explain that later. If you pass the test, anyway.
Does that mean I'll need the great, to help
The
me?
great.
Great, eh? It certainly is inconvenient not being able to use its name. Let's just call it the Lantern.
Oh, I know! I'll call it Fanty, short for Lantern Day Phantasmagory.
And that is our quote-unquote code name.
I see.
That's why when it said Fanty code, I was like, wait, what? Madame Marta returns to the middle of the hall and takes a position in front of a crimson wardrobe. One thing to note about this game is, if I remember right, one of the promo ads has described this game called The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I'm not joking. Like, look at the promo video.
Sure. I want you to put Fanty into this wardrobe.
That's absolutely ginormous! Even the biggest wardrobe at my house is only half the size of this one.
Yeah, yeah.
That's nice, dear. Now hurry up and put it in.
Yes, ma'am.
She's just too old for this shit.
Oh yeah. Look, wouldn't you be too old for
before I
Eureka
Just
shit?
because it's big doesn't mean you can go crawling around in there. It'll mince you right up.
Mince? As in minced meat?
That's right. Just like minced meat.
I don't
forgot
like
to
her
mention
saying
this
minced meat.
earlier,
It's scary.
But this wardrobe is supposed to be a curio as well.
Yeah, Marta's
Curio?
awesome.
Like the ones you were just talking about?
Don't get your bloomers in a twist. There are ways to handle curio without getting cursed. They don't just go off all willy-nilly. This wardrobe is the one and only door connecting the surface to the underground labyrinth. But it's a bit of a fickle thing, seeing as it turns the living into chunks of flesh. That's why it's known as the man-eating wardrobe. But it's a bit of...
Oh.
The what?
So this is how we justify not using actual people for the system again. Because in the original game, Labyrinth of Refrain, one of the characters is what's called the Doll Wizard, and that's how they get the mercenaries for exploring the labyrinth there. We don't exactly have that here, so we have to justify why we're not just using people, and that's because this wardrobe's also a fucking blender.
That's why the underground Labyrinth of Galleria remains untrodden to this very day.
But then, how do we go underground?
That's what we have the lantern for.
As she speaks, Madame Marta takes out a piece of parchment cut in the shape of a person and throws it into the wardrobe along with the lantern.
Yes, yes, I sense it now. This powerful magic that lingers beyond the boundary of the wardrobe. That strong scent of mana. It'll make for some decent puppet soldiers.
Puppet soldiers?
Yes, I'll explain later. The lantern's probably itching to explore.
Yes, I am.
All right now. Listen carefully, Lantern Day Phantasmagory. Fanti is shorter, I suppose. You'll be commanding the
It's just a grandma's like, it's actually a good idea.
immortal magical beings known as Manania as your troops while you explore underground.
By the way, this game does have
Don't
some
worry.
light proper
All
pronouns.
you need to do for now is go down into the labyrinth and make it back up.
It's
If
not
you
as bad
can
as a
do
Tales
that,
game, but you know.
Then you pass. If you can't, well, I doubt that'll happen. As for you, little missy, I want you to concentrate on Fanti. Don't lose sight of it.
Got it! I'll do my best. Focus on Fanti. Focus. Focus, focus.
I'm gonna go make
Here
some
you
coffee.
go. Read this out loud, just as it's written. I want it word for word. No mistakes. It's short enough, so read it loud and clear.
Oh, okay.
Eureka stumbles nervously over the contents of the paper that Madame Marta handed her. Klaatu Verata Nictola.
Oh, wandering spirit which dwells within me, by your true name and the ancient covenant of the land, rain, and sun, I bid thee come forth! The underground labyrinth of Galleria that has hitherto been uncharted, conquer...
Uh-oh.
You fucked it up.
Conquer! Conquer! Now give the order clearly.
Yes, ma'am. Conquer it! Conquer it! Please!
And now gameplay begins. Explore the Galleria Labyrinth and find clues about the curios. Whoa, cool wardrobe.
It turns people into meat.
Oh yeah. All of a sudden, parchments fly out of the lantern. Casting magic from the labyrinth onto the papers transformed them into human-sized puppet soldiers in an instant.
That's convenient.
Fanti can't move on its own, but that's okay. The puppet soldiers can carry it around, direct them freely, and explore the labyrinth. So, we do not start with puppet soldiers initially. We are given a platoon of 5. We have Kit, Nellie, Mark, Clarice, and Doris. I don't even think we're allowed to interact with them yet. Nope, we don't have any options. Welcome to the underground Labyrinth of Galleria. As the Lantern de Phantasmagorie, you will lead the Witches' Brigade of puppet soldiers as you seek to conquer this underground labyrinth. You will explore it from a first-person viewpoint. You will carry out movements and combat as you continue to explore the labyrinth. Press A to move forward or use the D-pad to change directions. While facing the direction, you can sidestep by pressing B. While exploring, you will encounter and fight monsters. The enemy radar at the top of the screen will grow red as you approach a monster. Proceed with caution in such instances. So, last year we did all of Etrian Odyssey kind of in preparation for this, but I gotta say mechanically, like, this game handles way better in my opinion. Because the big thing is that you have a backstep. Seems you could return to the base from here, but your gut tells you to keep exploring.
Honestly, having a backstep in a dungeon crawler like this is nice.
Oh yeah, it's super good.
I've been playing like two different. Actually, I played two dungeon crawlers back to back just now. Actually, both of them on the Switch.
Oh right, it's triggers for a sidestep. Can you not just press back on the D-pad? Not in Etrian Odyssey, because that was turnaround. Admittedly, I don't know how you do turnaround in this game.
Stay alert.
Oh no.
Maybe there is an option for like pressing back via turn around or dwell back.
I think there is. When the battle begins, you'll be able to issue instructions to the puppet soldiers. Combat is based on the covens which your puppet soldiers belong. Your instructions are issued to the coven. A coven may have 1 to 3 soldiers participating in the battle. Currently, the ratio is 1 person to 5 covens. When you finish issuing instructions, press Y to begin battle. You need to set instructions for all the covens before beginning battles. Covens without an order will just attack normally. You will win battles when all enemies have been reduced to 0. Conversely, you will lose and return to base when all allies are reduced to 0. Donum, I will be henceforth referring to as magic, is an important element used to eliminate enemies and heal allies. Magic is a skill or magic that uses donum points. Wait, what was
I
that?
love donuts.
User will faint if DP is depleted. No? No. There is not MP death in this game. I don't know why they listed that. There are
Maybe
different...
it was in the original.
Why did the music die for a moment?
Because I was viewing the log.
Hmm.
There's different magic. Some will inflict heavy enemy damage, and others will recover HP. Use them well to conquer the labyrinth. Fortify is a defense command. It will significantly reduce damage from enemies. Escape is exactly what it sounds like. Thank you, game. Familiarize yourself with combat. Try to get a feel for it by actually fighting. I'll explain further the differences between issuing command. I'll explain later when we're actually given the option and the menu quest as to why Coven versus character is such a different thing. But for now, this is a bog standard JRPG party of 5. I'm sorry, Caca head? I gotta admit, I've never actually looked at the enemies.
Hello.
Go! Pylon!
Also, if you notice there, one attack said, mismatch. There are forward and back ranks in this game, and certain weapons only operate at certain ranks. If I remember right, Claris, her weapon is only operable from the back ranks. Also, if you're, enough of a menu freak to configure it to where you only need to attack, you could just press Y and, auto-attack.
Victory.
The game I play has the character completely unable to attack if the weapon does not is in range.
Mm-hmm.
And
For the
enemies
record.
might sometimes scramble your party, so
Oh, I
a
see.
vanguard might end on the back row, and their attack nullified.
But yeah, what were you gonna say, Tiger?
According to very slight research, kaka could be Japanese onomatopoeia for laughter.
Huh.
According
Also,
to
I
unknown
had
laws
a-
of aviation.
I had a feeling it had some meaning or other because I mean Tau Kaka is a thing.
true. Every step or wall collision counts as a turn elapsing.
You can just slam your face into a wall and
Yeah,
only
like
pass
this.
a turn.
This is actually
It's a
very
necessary
important.
skill.
Because I will
Listen
say,
to trailer, oh yeah.
because I will say this is a very important thing. FOEs do exist in this game, and there are tiers of FOE.
Feel free to enlighten Delita.
It's a very specific kind of laugh. Oh, interesting. Oh right, I don't have menu options, so I can't look at other things. Forgot, this is not our puppets, this is Madame Marta's puppets. Locked doors are often connected by switches on the same floor. Oh, hang on, there's a thing here. Because one of the things we got a while ago was a leather shield, but we can't equip it because, you know, illegal.
These guns are on load.
It's almost a cackle. Ah, I see.
I mean,
You mean what?
Tau Kaka
Exactly.
does cackle a lot.
Ah, I see. I also gotta get used to, like, movement, because I'm so used to... I'm so used to Etrian Odyssey where you can just map out the area. This game does not have a map you can actually draw. You basically have to step on every tile if you want to map it out.
Yeah,
you kind
like
of did
most
that in Etrian
Nintendo.
Odyssey anyway, so...
Yeah, that was my behavior from, what's it called? This game.
Stay alert.
Ah. So just because a person may look like a melee or a ranged unit or a magic unit doesn't mean they do or do not have magic. Kit here has first aid, or instant aid. Recover 20% of max HP, limited to battle. In fact, everybody has first aid, because I believe all of the covens we are given right now are very basic ones. Oh yeah, just to point out here, if you took Claris and it says mismatch there, that's what I'm talking about. If you also look at the HP bar for a Kaka head, you'll notice a body thing. That'll be elucidated on later, and it's one of the trademark things about this series.
There. Enemy vanquished. Mission complete.
By the way, don't worry about those question marks. We're not going to see them for about 15, 20 hours?
Okay.
Traverse black squares on the minimap as you walk over them. You may guard when you have armor or shield equipped. Well, dang. Whenever you deal or take damage, you may be stunned if certain conditions are met. A character who is stunned has all of the actions they were ordered to carry out that turn cancelled. Being stunned only lasts for a turn, and the character can resume actions next turn. In battle, monsters will sometimes perform a build-up action. This is called an action setup. If you played a Shin Megami Tensei game, you are very familiar with this. Monsters that enact action setup will usually perform an extremely powerful attack next turn. You can minimize damage by fortifying Coven, aiming for a stun, or defeating it with a concentrated attack. After all, the best removal is player removal.
I play this card, it allows me to punch you in the face.
Dude, if only you've been to my game store recently, there is one guy who has played so, like, he effectively turns Magic into solitaire for him, and he gets people pissed. Before the door stands an avian monster emanating a witchly aura. It seems to be troubled by the door not opening. Wickard.
Bird.
The monster notices you. It lets out a shrilly cry, then leaps off deep into the labyrinth. Oh. The ground rumbles as a giant monster appears.
Uh-oh.
Seems as though the avian monster summoned it here. Guess you're in for a fight.
Overture!
And, I take it this is a hopeless boss battle.
I don't remember. The bee Basila. But given how we only have a certain formation, we only have access to attack, yeah, ooh.
Here I go.
Death.
That escalated quickly.
My body won't move. Damn it.
Damn it.
Refrain opened with a similar pretense. Labyrinth of Galleria, the Moon Society. Yep, exactly, Yami. Hi, bye. Looks like a Kazu. Ugh. Oh my
That is
god.
good noise.
I could just make her repeat that. I hate this.
Sounds like
They call
you
Numi.
see something.
An eyeball? A huge eyeball? It bit me! Ah! A giant mushroom? Wait, no! Ah!
Oh, you can actually see what's going on? My. And it sounds like they're done for.
What should we do? Fanti and the others!
I gotta say, I really like when Rico's like, "What's this? An eyeball? It bit me!"
Calm
I have
down.
Cthulhu moment.
This is where you come in. Focus on thinking about Fanti. Your feelings will act as a beacon for its return. It'll be sure to find its way back.
Yes, ma'am! Fanti! Here, Fanti! I'm over here!
Here, boy.
Fanti's underground, but I think I can feel its presence.
I'm not a fucking ghost dog. What are you doing? The lantern de Phantasmagoria senses Eureka's strong presence. You do feel like you could return.
It's not coming back. Did it not work?
You did it! Both you and Fanti pass. For now.
Huh? But Fanti still hasn't...
Why don't you take a look in that mirror?
I see
over
I'm
there?
weightless.
Huh?
Hat.
Something's on my head! Why?
It's able to stay
Bark,
here
bark.
by using you as a tether to this realm. In plainer terms, your souls have fused.
Oh boy, I'm soul bound to an idiot.
Why me?
Because you're the one that stole its true name. You'll always be together now. Did I not mention that would be the case?
I definitely didn't hear you say anything about
Look
that.
at Marta.
Oh, is that so? Forgetfulness is a privilege of the elderly. You needn't worry, however. As for the lantern, you can temporarily separate its soul from yours as long as you have that. Don't think about it too hard. More importantly, you were able to see most of what was happening underground, yes? Tell
Look,
this
Broken
old
Mind,
witch
witches have a lot
anything.
going on. Eureka tells Madame Marta of the visions she'd seen, of how the puppets took human form, of the monsters she's never seen before, and how a powerful being defeated Fanti and the others. She'd seen all of this. How could that be possible?
But I didn't see everything. I can only get a rough idea of what's happening, so I'm missing bits and pieces.
That will suffice for now.
Huh?
You'll be the eyes and ears for our underground expeditions here on. If you have trouble progressing, I can offer my assistance. It's good we were able to confirm that a den of monsters live inside the labyrinth, just like the stories say.
Huh? You knew there were gonna be monsters all along? You said no one had ever been in there.
My, how unexpected. You know what uncharted means.
No, I don't have a dictionary. Somebody stole it to do AI
It
art.
refers to a place yet to be mapped out by anyone. But
Speaking of
there's a
AI art,
distinction between taking on
did you know the Willy
challenge
Wonka stuff?
and
that-
making
Oh,
it
I heard
back
about that drama. Yeah,
successfully.
don't worry.
There have been plenty
No, but the thing
of
is that
former.
the whole thing about it being made with AI, people liked the bad guy that the AI made, and it started making actual human art about it. That is very cool.
Huh. What happened to the music? What the? Sorry, I was a little distracted. But the thing I wanted to talk about is how apparently there was a quote-unquote AI art heist recently, but what was stolen was the prompts, aka words. They just stole words from an AI artist. That's it. You know what you could use to that? A fucking dictionary.
I'm so confused. What?
Madame
You know what?
Marta's
Never mind.
Madame Marta's voice grows softer as she speaks, almost as if she's performing a well-known tale.
That shouldn't come as a surprise. We're talking about the sanctuary for works of art with supernatural powers.
I don't know,
after all.
Chokester. They had to have been if they were
Lots of
stolen.
people want to get their hands on them.
Oh
Royal
yes, these very words that I
investigators, treasure hunters,
totally thought about
bandits,
myself were stolen.
even sages
Oh,
were
woe is
sent in
me.
if rumors are true. But this was a long time ago.
Does that mean that there's no one left that wants to try?
At least that's what I gathered. After a certain
Reminds me when
point,
One
none
Piece
remained
animator
with
told
the means
somebody
or
that
desire to
Oh,
made
yeah,
leave
that
the
one.
labyrinth.
Yeah.
Because they couldn't come back?
So it seems. They tried to find a way back. But in the end, not a single person made it out of there alive.
Huh?
Spooky.
But if
Yeah,
no one made
that
it
if you
back,
were a living human
How
being,
did
that
people find out about the
wardrobe
labyrinth
is
in
a
the
fucking
first
death
place?
sentence.
It seems that mysterious artifacts were found with mutilated corpses in the wardrobe, and assumed to have originated from the labyrinth. One of these explorers was found with a memoir. Well, his minced flesh was.
Memoir?
That's right. And on the last page, this was written in the old tongue. The swarm of frenzied monsters underground are the remains of those who died exploring or who have succumbed to the miasma while alive.
Oh, that's
Never
spooky.
enter this labyrinth. Or so the story goes.
Huh?
Apparently, the mincing doesn't happen upon entering the wardrobe, but when returning.
What a really
Truth be
elaborate
told,
one-way door.
You can get to the other side. You just can't come back up. But until this memoir was discovered, it was a mystery why people would try to exit back through the wardrobe knowing they'd be killed. The assumption was they'd gone mad while fleeing from monsters. Or that those who missed home went for broke in one last gamble. But if they'd been turned into monsters themselves and were trying to come back up in search of prey, well, that's different.
Pray!
Well, we don't know for certain, but it was enough for the king at the time to seal this place up. Many years passed, and not only was no one left to take on the challenge, but few even knew it existed. Until our count set his mind on it.
Well, exploring isn't possible! I mean, because of the dying and all.
That's what you, Fanty, and the puppet soldiers are for. Didn't you all return safely?
As
puppet
Broken Mind
soldier has
mentioned,
roughly the same
Marta has
strength
a
as
really
person,
elaborate system
but
going.
they have the distinct advantage of not being human.
But the vision I had just now, was that really happening underground?
Yes. Fanti was leading the puppet soldiers in their exploration deep below the surface, as the Covenant dictates.
Then my job would be to...
So you finally caught on. You're to be a medium for the wandering spirit and explore underground in place of this old bat. Don't forget to report everything you see there.
The part about finding lost objects is also...
That's right. You'll be finding and gathering the curio in the labyrinth.
But the things I usually find are like... your run-of-the-mill lost items.
I've already thought that through. Just leave it to Madame Marta. That said, it'll be the Lantern Day Phantasmagorie who will be doing the actual exploring.
Yep, it's our job to
If we
fucking
want
get
to be more
murdered
specific,
a lot.
It'll be the wandering spirit inside the lantern. Keep in mind that our little friend here is prone to boredom. We'll need to make sure it has plenty to do, or who knows what will happen.
Ah, yes, your ghost cat will get into trouble.
Well, start with an introduction.
Okay. Excuse me? Fanti? It's nice to meet you. Though I guess it's not our first meeting. I'm Eureka. Eureka Desoleil.
I don't think these options actually matter, just FYI. Is basically, you know, as Marta mentioned, something to do to keep your attention.
Whoa!
How'd it go? Did you get a response?
I can hear a voice in my head. Or, it's not a voice, exactly. Maybe it's Fanti's will I'm sensing? What is that?
You're stuck together until we reach the end. Like a couple that's grown apart emotionally.
Okay, Grandma, what?
Good luck getting along now.
This room is filled with so
Yeah,
many
Marta
objects.
is the best. Various items inside the Lantern Day Phantasmagorie have gathered lay scattered across the room.
I suppose we could call it a storeroom for our loot. Anything you obtain underground will appear here. Fanti's brought back so much from just 1 hour's exploration. Let's see.
That's alarming. Nah, don't worry, Grandma's
As
legit.
expected.
This is a witch you could trust. The scraps of parchment on the ground are all that remains of the puppet soldiers that have been fighting beside you. How awful!
I thought it'd save
Yeah,
much
Dominique,
of
that's actually a really good
but
point.
there's no way to repair them
Storm in
like
the
this.
castle.
I guess I'll have to use dolls made of wood. That's fine, that's fine. We'll bill the count for the expenses, plus extra. In order to do that, we'll need to explore again. There's no time to waste. Let's head back up and get right to making some more.
Here is the meat and potatoes
Go
of
on
this
again
game.
for me.
Yes, ma'am.
The wandering spirit lights up in a blaze as Eureka blows lightly on the Lantern Day Phantasmagorie. Hey, what's up?
Fanti, little missy. I'll explain it again, so listen carefully, you two. This is the Red Tribunal. Remember that. It's Galleria Manor's gallery, and our base of operations when exploring the Labyrinth. You two need to focus on bringing back the
Ooh, I like
works
this
of
song. I
art
don't remember this
stored
one.
beneath the manor. But not just any old works. The curio. They can be anything from paintings to sculptures, jewelry, furniture, even scripts.
So, I just need to have Fanti and the puppet soldiers look for curio underground. Is that right?
You've got it in one. The puppet soldiers are immortal Manania, We craft them using a soul and a puppet. You'll need them to take on the labyrinth for you. Do you understand that much?
Immortal? But weren't they defeated just now?
Even puppet soldiers will die if they get torn apart by monsters. At least, while they're underground. But remember, they were created from puppets. A shot through the heart or a little beheading is nothing. We can repair them here.
So, this is a little teaser, but this game and Refrain, this is a sequel, remember, have what's called the gore system, in that you have body parts that could be very viciously dismembered, and so do enemies. But for us, if, say, a tiger puppet were to, say, have their head viciously ripped off, they would be non-functioning for a while, but we could repair them at our place. But if a tiger browser were able to rip off an enemy's head, they are dead. The other body parts do other stuff too, like if you dismember an arm, they have less attack power. If you dismember a leg, they act slower. Dismembering a body part in general also reduces max HP. It's a very elaborate system that you don't exactly have the ability to control. It just kind of happens. So if you're really unlucky, Tiger, your head will just pop clean off from a basic attack. But luckily for you, you will be a puppet, so it only costs us like $30 to fix you.
Hooray!
Anyways, continue on, Grandma.
That makes them immortal. And they won't die easily, even if they're exposed to the miasma underground. They rely on mana to change their appearance. Not being able to communicate directly is one of the drawbacks, since there's little mana here.
You mentioned that earlier, but what's mana?
You might call it the origin of magic power. Its very essence is in the air we breathe. There's no magic without it.
Origin? Essence? Huh?
You really don't know that
Puppet
many big
soldiers
words, do you,
can't
girl?
appear above ground.
I mean,
because
her name
there's
is Eureka de
almost no
Soleil.
mana.
She lives a very
That's why
privileged life.
Our point of command underground is the lantern.
Like,
That means she has
They
no
won't
excuse
stay
for
the
not
same
studying.
as when we first crafted them. They'll
nah,
grow as they
I
battle
disagree.
more and more often. As you gain more experience underground, you'll be able to defeat even stronger monsters. The same enemies won't always
Granny,
have
please
the
slow
upper
down.
hand.
I'm a protagonist. I don't know
What do you
shit.
think of all this? Do you understand how important the lantern and the puppet soldiers are?
Yes. Well, about half of it.
Even half is more than enough. You'll be the medium. Learn by doing, not by thinking.
See, I like Madame Marta. She knows about the methods of
Let's
educating
start
someone.
Getting ready again. Here, take these.
Yeah, Bethy, this is a very good grandma. I like this. You obtained 3 puppet soldiers. You obtained some mana and silver. Nice.
Nice.
You are the wandering spirit that has been called to challenge the unexplored underground labyrinth of Galleria. Create your own puppet soldiers to fight with you. Organize a witch brigade as your first step towards conquering the labyrinth. To create a puppet soldier, go to the base and select the workbench. So, chat, I did not prepare this ahead of time, and I really should have. I might have to create a form of what you would want to be if you want to sign up to be a puppet soldier. Because we can't do them willy-nilly. We need both a soul and parts in order to make one puppet soldier. So making them is not always going to be, you know, there all the time. 2, not all soldiers will be fielded. As mentioned in the tutorial a while ago, each coven will have up to 3 soldiers within it, but there are also 5 support slots, so even if you are created, you'll probably not be on the front lines most of the time. And 3, this is a big disclosure for like 120 hours from now, at some point I'm gonna have to min-max and every motherfucker's gonna be a cat. Just putting that out there.
Meow.
But until then, until we absolutely need that, we can have fun with it. This is the workbench screen where you will be able to work on the puppets. Here's a brief explanation. Thanks for the follow, Chrono Dragon. What if I want to be a cat? Good! It'll make life a lot easier for me. When you select Craft Puppet, you can create new puppet soldiers using vials and parts. The soul vials contain an ingredient known as soul clarity. The higher the number, the more powerful the puppet soldier is. Sometimes body parts are damaged and you'll need to repair them through Repair Puppet. Items will be required to do so. Puppet soldier's strength will decrease greatly if arms, legs, or other body parts are lost. Repair them as soon as possible. If you elect to use Destroy Puppet, you may completely destroy the puppet in your possession. It'll never be as it once was. Transfer Soul is not accessible at this time. You can transfer the puppet's soul into a new facet. It is considered reincarnation. So for all you Disgaea perverts out there, yeah boy.
Hey, that's me. He's talking about me.
This will strengthen the soul and allow you to create more powerful puppet soldiers. Now let's make a puppet soldier. One small puppet soldier solo, please. When you craft a puppet, you must first consider its facet. Then you pick a name and decide on various custom settings. Facets are different roles. Each one will have different characteristics. Read the description carefully. Some focus on offense, other on defense. You can decide based on strategic reasonings, or simply because you like the way they look. Don't forget to name your puppet soldiers. You can also leave it up to chance and randomize the name. The following will explain various parameters for puppet soldiers. HP is stats. Luck isn't available here, though it does exist. It affects many other factors. Luck isn't related to facet type since it's determined at random. Okay. There are 6 classes. You have the Aster Crow, a frontline lancer. You have the Shino Mashira, a dual-wielding frontline DPS. The Theatrical Star, this is the Charisma build, but it is a support unit. You have the Pure Fortress. These are your tanks. They fight with shields and katars.
I like the cat fortress.
Yep. I believe, if I remember the buttons right, you could also have Frog Fortress.
Yeah.
You have the Wonder Corsair. No, this isn't a Hideki Kamiya game. They are the all-rounders. And then you have the Venators, the ranged DPS. They are a mix of melee and magic, though ostensibly you'll be using them to fire crossbows.
You know my criteria.
Also, every class has male and female and skins. I don't know if the gender matters all that much in some regards. I figure I might as well show them all off. I like this one a lot, by the way.
The Kangaroo Lancer.
Yeah. Also, the Shinomashira is very funny because it has like the edgiest fucking skin. And then you have this dude.
Edge.
Then you have this dude. By the way, Disgaea game.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
By the way, Disgaea game. Just showing stuff off to, you know, get a vibe for things. I do like the Wonder Corsair design a lot. It's very good. But first, yes. Once you choose a class, you get to go into, like, the greeblies of it. You have appearance, color, which I've already decided, name and nickname. Nature determines stat scaling. If I remember right, we want, either strength or dex for the Venator. I forget which.
Well, it's definitely not wise.
Sign up for a ranged unit if you need one. Oh, we're gonna need a lot of units, but we don't have the supplies yet. That's why I need to make a form file.
Yeah, you're gonna have to make a Google form or something.
The big thing to note is that you could tell like what the character's like. Oh yeah.
Perverted. Maximum charm.
If you notice, there is like very obvious leaning scaling, and nature's just kind of like cause it to lean a little bit. Venators are very fast, but they're average in other stats. We'll go with fiery. I don't know what these do for your stats. I think they're just meant to be like descriptors. Fieryly, kinda. Fiery, but reckless. Favorite. You can just put whatever in here.
Huh. That is extremely unnecessary.
I mean, this is effectively just a big ol' like RPG where you can make your own dudes.
An extremely unnecessary degree of customization.
Pizza.
I approve.
And now, the part that I'm always gonna hate.
Wanna go deer hunting with me?
How skilled am I? I like to think I'm pretty good. Been at it a few years.
Oh my god, I think that has to
Oh
be
yeah,
me.
voice 3 is very, very Chester.
Ah, but this isn't Chester, this is Wang. Remember, Chester is the fireball.
Okay, fair enough.
Stat growth. You have as I mentioned, there is scaling. Characters lean in different directions. You could have natural scaling, flat, which makes them be all-rounders, and sharp. You're never gonna use the other ones. You always go sharp. Stance is a fine-tuning. Stance has no strengths or weaknesses. It's very consistent. Sun is for tankiness. Moon is for offensiveness, but it reduces con and luck. Now, the big thing about this is that since this is Disgaea and you're going to have reincarnation, you're going to have skills and inheritances. The big thing that you got to realize is that you'll have innates, but I believe for reincarnation, the first skill you pick here is discounted. That doesn't matter now for, like, you know, getting started, but once we get into, like, hour 80, whoo, buddy. Oh, yes.
Sex appeal!
They do this because this is primarily meant to be a, for your tanks, but they put it here that way they encourage you to, you know, pick stuff. Miracle Guard, Resonance Rate. Signal Flare is pretty good for early on. Well, that's... HP is greater, less than 30%, never mind. Crossbow Sniper for hit speed. Become less likely to be targeted by enemies. Trying to remember which is good. Because admittedly, the Venator is, like, very bare bones. Their main gimmick is that they're fast, so they don't have a lot going for them. You eventually get all of them, but the first one you choose basically helps how you start early on, but also when you reincarnate, the cost of inheriting the skill. I think having a high hit rate is very important, so we will be a crossbow sniper. What is Chester's lucky number? Well, not Chester, what is Wang's lucky number?
That's a question for you.
Oh, I can't type it in. Fuck. No, I went too far. There we go. You could also put in a small description.
Parentheses according to himself.
And that is the big involvement with character creation.
How are ya? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet ya. And since we don't really have a system set up yet, Tiger Brows.
Yeah, I feel like the co-coms get dibs. Okay, well, you know my criteria. Which one has the biggest boobs?
That would be either Theatrical Star or Theatrical Star, well, basically not Shimomashira or Pier Fortress.
What's Corsair? Corsair is just the all-rounder, right?
Yeah, they're good. They're okay at everything, but don't really specialize. But they have a lot of interesting skills. We could take a look at them real quick if you want to like take a preview.
Sure.
Skills. Where is skill selection? Swap places with an attacker when incapacitated if they're in support. Number of attacks depends on number of unavailable attackers, so the more people die, the more actions they get.
Interesting.
When attacked in a brigade, 20% attacker will be covered, so you can intercept an attack. When you're at full health, the first attack you take is minus 30%. Increase all weapon masteries by 2 levels. Cover someone. When you are at less than 10% HP, you will recover 15% of your HP. When attacker from Afflicted Coven is attacked. So also you can, when you're equipped with a Katar or shield specifically, you can intercept attacks. Super Prankster. Whenever you attack someone, you have really high stun potential. Increases all stats by 25% when a similar class is not an attacker in the same brigade. So if you are the only Wonder Corsair in the group, you get higher stats.
Interesting.
All-rounder, higher level for weapon skills. Stun resistance up. Adds crit chance, also increases chance of goring someone. 35% chance to counterattack. Heal when crit. And that's it. That is the Wonder Corsair. They are primarily, they're a mix of defensiveness and stunning, but also they could be like a damage dealer if you're into that. Is that what you're interested in?
What are the other choices again? Lancer would be melee damage.
Let's look at facets. Let's get a better idea of what the classes are. Skill selection. Oh yeah, the big thing about Lancers is that while they are a physical class, they are also the lucky class. Adds 25% to attack when they are the sole attacker in a brigade. So if you have a single attacker in your formation, they get a 75% attack boost. Survive death with 1 HP, first time. Crit value plus 50 when with a lance. Greatly increases luck. Recover from startle quicker. Faster attack speed when above 50% health. Higher damage when counterattacking if your luck is greater than fortunate. Position attacker. Every turn increases your luck, but resets out of combat. Resist pierce attacks. Higher guard rate. Stun value up if you are at less than 1% HP. Lance proficiency. Increase attack speed if you're at less than 10% health. Increase social links. If at above 50% HP, gain a higher hit, and that's it. Basically, they're a lot more focused of an attacker that rely on luck more than anything. Let's also look at... Well, I'm assuming you're not going to be the Shinomashira.
Honestly, I'll just go with, to speed things along, I'll go with the Corsair.
Corsair?
Yeah.
Well, I should probably pick I should probably let you What? Nope. Get back here. I should probably let you pick the skin. Blonde, red, or purple?
Red.
Yeah, that fits a lot, doesn't it? No. What? Appearance, color, name.
Tag. Very good.
Yeah, it's only
tag is good.
It's only 4 letters. It basically refers to the quick reference in the sidebar. Nature. Brave, pure, wise, reckless, contrary, figure, happy, passionate, determined, precise, neurotic, loner, gloomy, egotistical. Nah. I mean,
no. You're putting the kibosh on that?
No. It's fine. Perverted and happy.
And sure.
What's your favorite thing?
You know what it is.
Would that be creature, food, or behavior? Or item?
You know what? Sure, let's go creature cow.
Oh.
I know Callie's not. I know Callie's not listening, but.
That redhead facet look familiar. This one? Not really?
I can handle any weapon. We have our own moral code, you know.
Victory follows those with a just cause.
Which voice do you like?
I guess I'll go with 2.
Canadian. Oh, is it the character that was in fucking the first episode and dies immediately? Also, hello, Hollow. Always sharp, always moon. No wonder I don't remember her, because I've watched all 5 seasons. She was only there for, like, 2 episodes.
I think the only thing I know for gear, if it is that, is that one gif of a gear doing a special move only to get kicked in the stomach.
Yeah. That's a Trials game, right? Also, Tiger, what's your lucky number?
13.
Auspicious. Would you like a specific flavor text?
Dubious artist. Kuoshi also got it, but I'll just stick with dubious artist.
All right, I can change.
Dubious little creature.
Looking forward to this.
And finally, Fenfil, which class would you like? For review, we have luck-based attack, dual-wielding attacker, support, tank, all-rounder, ranged unit. Oh, they don't even give you the fucking mage yet. Wow.
I also don't know what you were talking about when you said you needed to turn everybody into a cat.
Like I said, that's gonna happen in the post game.
Okay.
I'd say either Fortress or the first one.
Fortress or Lancer? Let's go with Fortress since we already have a lot of damage. Do you want to be male or female?
Cat.
Which color? What was that?
That one is fine. The default is fine. Frog, rather.
I think they're all frog, but yeah.
Yeah, frog.
Appearance, color. Wait, color. Oh! Oh shit! I didn't realize you could also change the color while you're in this position. Fuck. Do you want pink, green, dark blue, or red?
Dark blue. That looks nice.
I might have to go back and look at that. Fuck.
Too late.
Nature. Say passionate. Thus. Why is weird one? That seems mean.
Some people are just weird.
Passionate, thus excitable.
Sounds okay.
Favorite thing?
I guess items.
And that is?
Dragons probably.
What?
Dragons probably.
Ah. Yep. Labyrinth of Galleria, Carly. Oh, that...
What are you looking at?
I don't hate frogs. I like them, actually.
It's common sense. The smaller you are, the lower your center of gravity.
Which voice would you like?
I like the second one.
Alright. Sharp Sun. Because if I remember right, Sun also draws aggro. Skill selection. When defending, gain 5 HP. Increase defense when using Fortify Coven by a lot. Guard rate plus 10 makes it easier to guard against enemy attacks. Higher defense. Provokes enemies as a skill. 75% chance to stun attacker when guarding in weapon range. More guard, slash resist, stench resist. That's a thing, by the way.
Uh-oh, stinky.
Stench.
Qatar mastery. Act last. I don't know why you would want that. I think...
At most, I can see the attack last being for a medic for like healing, but that's it.
Yeah, it definitely feels like an inheritable.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go with guard rate to give Finful survivability. Lucky number?
14.
Alright. Flavor text?
I don't have no idea. You can probably figure something out.
Thanks for the stuff, Callie.
Hi, Kelly.
Well, since we have a dubious artist, we have to have the not-so-dubious artist.
Nice to meet you.
Alright, that should be our puppets for the time being. Crossbow skill with strength, yeah. Now we have to make a brigade. Puppet soldiers can't be immediately sent to fight. They need to be assigned to a coven. To form a coven, you need a soul pact. Note all the members. Once you register a soul pact, you'll be able to form a witches brigade and fight. No more than 3 puppet soldiers may be created at this time. The more you have, the better you'll fare. Please make at least 3. Already done. You can view and all sorts of information here. You'll be able to find the formation menu in the base of the labyrinth. Open it by pressing Y. This is very obvious stuff. Don't worry about it, chat. Brigade formation. So this is the big thing about Labyrinth of Galleria, is that, it's a lot bigger in scale in that you have characters, the characters form a formation, and the formation is your JRPG member. So instead of, say, having Yuri Lowell, you have a team of Highwing, Fenful, and Tigerbrows. And they each perform a singular action.
A team of Yuri Lowenthal, along with Yuri Lowenthal and Yuri Lowenthal.
Which brigade is made up of 5 covens, which will consist of your puppet soldiers. You need to purchase soul packs to create covens. You also need to have puppet soldiers assigned to one. You'll be able to form brigades freely, but you won't be able to form them if the cost exceeds 100. Witch Pact, we will put Fenful in this one. This is a Vanguard one. No, for 2. No. Buttons, chat. This one will be... Oh yeah, one thing important to note. Vanguard and rear guard are very important for some covens. I want to be in the back. Also, I should probably switch these 2 around. Also, Vanguard and rear guard is determined by the slot, not the pact. We also want Tiger on front because they are a melee unit. Alright. Let's save and report back. I don't know if save cycling is needed, but I do it anyways, just in case.
Are you ready now?
It's a good practice.
I'll
And I
be
should
able
probably
to
do it
craft
sometimes.
anything you might require, but you'll have to provide the materials, and you can earn the money
Also,
for
I'm
those.
gonna leave around now
underground.
because it's almost 2 a.m.
Ah, see you later, dude.
Talk to you later.
Right there's.
Like any good Nippon Ichi game, I just got here and it's already completely impenetrable. Oh, it's actually quite easy. It's just a lot of data. The idea is that you have 5 slots. Each of them has a JRPG party that could be tuned to whatever specification you have. Then they fight.
There's money down there?
I can't say for sure you'll find piles of coins during your expeditions.
Oh.
Also, Callie, this old lady is the old lady I aspire to become.
Yeah, Madame Marta's great.
But as long as it comes from underground, the Count will buy it off us regardless of what it is. We already have an arrangement.
I like this mental image of old Grandma Tiger Brows holding a lantern with a flaming skull in it.
Use what I gave you to get started and begin gathering what you'll need to explore. I'll be your go-between with my general store, but I'll be charging commission, of course.
Grandma, this seems a little fucked up. We're working for you, but you're charging us for stuff?
What? You're going to charge me?
Another
Don't be
day old
silly.
and deeper in
Of
debt.
course there's a surcharge.
Oh, my
I've got a
soul.
number of expenses myself.
I love how Fanty looks like. It's like, man, we really doing this bullshit right now?
Oh, and if you change your mind about selling me something, don't fret. I'll let you buy it back if you want.
This is very important, by the way.
Otherwise, let's see. I'll give you a few bells. Use these magic bells to make your Manania return without having to go through the wardrobe.
Always have a fucking bell on you. Oh my god.
Don't forget your warp wire.
Magical
Yeah.
bells?
Yeah.
That's right. Like I said, it'll bring your team back up in a flash. But it takes time.
God,
to
I
make
remember when I
this.
realized the pun of
Use
the
them
Mr.
wisely.
Gensi's exit, and I felt
They're
very
quite
dumb.
valuable.
I think when I first played Disgaea 1 for a while, I was like, man, I really hope we get to meet Mr. Gensi. He sounds like a cool dude.
Is there anything I can do? I want to help Fanty too!
What's with the sudden enthusiasm? If there's anything your little Fanty needs, just do your best to help it out.
Yeah, be sure to
I'll
feed your
fill the
mold
basics
watch,
into
guys.
you while our friend here is exploring underground.
Okay, let me know if there's anything you need, Fanty. And if there's nothing you need, let me know too. Oh, but in my vision, there was a hole or something underground. It didn't look like it was possible to get past. Huh? Is something wrong?
Grandma's just
What's
spacing
that?
out, don't worry.
Yes, that's right. This is the kind of thing I'd like you to report. You could try this, since you mentioned some sort of underground pit.
She feeds a piece of parchment, which what looks like witches' runes, into the lantern. Time to feed Chester some paper. What's that? You learn the Fanty ability! Jump.
Yump.
It may sound dumb, but you gotta realize our team could be anywhere
Here,
between
You should be
5
able
to
jump
15
across smaller
soldiers.
holes with this. Then we just do this over there.
She throws another piece of parchment with similar runes into the lantern. You learn 2 more Fanty abilities, enemy visibility and enemy detection. This is great! You can see your enemies.
And with this, the monsters, or your enemies, so to speak, should be visible now.
Thanks for the fiber, Grandma. You got any, like, cookies?
the scary ones, Fanty.
No.
I don't think you'll be able to elude every battle. But I do agree that you shouldn't fight when you don't stand a chance of winning. If you look carefully, you might be able to discern between weak and strong enemies.
Oh, you can avoid some enemies. Don't worry,
I know
Chokester.
that look. I'll stop here.
In the most
You're
technical
itching to
sense,
start
you could avoid some
exploring again,
enemies.
aren't you? I'll leave you with one last reminder. You'll be infiltrating the labyrinth and collecting the curio that slumber within. To start off, I want you to bring back at least one curio. The rest is up to you. Tackle the labyrinth however you'd like.
All right then, Fanty. Do your best. I'll be rooting for you.
Gambarimasu. And after 2 hours, we can play the video game now.
Hooray!
Except not, because there's still tutorials for basic functions. Because, you know,
Boo.
some people may have not have played a video game. Mugwort Bolt is your healing. Junk parts are repair pieces, specifically for level 1 to 9 puppet soldiers. Witch's Petition. Oh boy. Mana Marta will grant you a petition in exchange for mana under Witch's Petition. It'll help you explore the labyrinth. There are different types of petitions, from unlocking Fanty abilities to renaming puppet soldiers. Many Fanty abilities are very useful. It'll be difficult to explore the labyrinth without them. Don't forget to petition your grandma! You'll unlock more petitions as you progress in the story, but some are unlocked through other petitions. Check regularly! Right now we only have scale down, scale up, or rename a character. Remember, the name you assign them at birth is very important! And also, as I said, that we're going to be able to play the video game now, I would like to get a drink real quick, so I'll be back in a second. Hello, Xenogurking.
Oh, hello. I guess I should be entertaining the chat while Highlink's away. I just kind of zoned out there for a while.
This is just the Dark Assembly. Oh shit, that's a good comparison, actually.
Huh.
I haven't played a Disgaea in earnest since 2, I want to say. I played a little bit of 4, but I never really stuck with it. Also, is Disgaea 4 on Steam? Because I kind of want to get that. Wang needs a wireless headset. Look, I can't really... even if I got that, I can't even read the chat. I can only respond to co-coms. But yeah, let us dispatch to Narthex, a great labyrinth under Galleria Manor, a mysterious unexplored maze of many floors, and home to many monsters. The most important information on the dispatch screen is reinforcement and mana density. Reinforcements, which you can see on the left side of your screen, is a power that you can use in the labyrinth. Depending on brigade or organization, you may consume reinforcement points when you leave, but the rest can be used in the labyrinth. Currently, it's of little use, but you'll have more opportunities to use it as you progress. Mana density represents the amount of mana you can have in your possession for each area before it is considered dangerous.
Oh, that's not ominous at all.
Mana is the source of magic, and it can be utilized in a variety of ways. Concentrated mana is known as miasma. If the amount of mana possesses exceeds a certain level, ominous events will happen. The amount of mana you may possess per dungeon is indicated through mana density. Be careful not to exceed. However, the more mana you possess, the more likely it is an enemy will drop items. There are some advantages to mana collection. So when I said that there are ranks of FOEs, there are. You have programmed FOEs, which, much like in Etrian Odyssey, is a FOE that has a predetermined path. You have aggressive FOEs, which, you know, just chase you. And then there's death. Death only appears when you exceed mana density. Never do that. Death always sucks. Though I do gotta say, after playing Persona 3, I like the rendition of a Reaper, which is just death, but they gave him guns.
Look, it's the first rule of first rule of being an evil overlord: never consume an energy field bigger than your head. Well, actually, no, that's after a few rules, but
yeah. Also, one thing to note is that there are no random enemies in this game, unlike wait, were there? Yeah, there were no. Were there random encounters in Etrian Odyssey?
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, Etrian Odyssey had random enemies. This game has roaming enemies. Think of them like shadows in Persona, because I'm in that fucking headspace. They look like FOEs, but they are just bog standard enemies. You can see them on the overworld and on your minimap. First rule is my Legion of Terrors will have helmets with clear plexiglass visors, not face-covering ones. Ah, you're smart. Yeah, the enemies will randomly appear, but you will not, you know, just stop exploring randomly to go into the battle dimension. Oh yeah, I forgot. Can I?
Okay, yes, it was Rule 22. No matter how tempted I am by the prospect of unlimited power, I will not consume any energy field bigger than my head.
Equipment. Okay, we do have stuff. So I think the only thing we have that is unique is the leather shield, which I will put on Fenfil's left hand. Other than that, we just have our starter gear. We can also admire the area if you want to. Look at this. It's very adorable. I will say this, unfortunately, the one thing that Galleria kind of suffers from compared to Refrain is that biome variety is doesn't have a lot of variety. I think for the next 5 stratum, we are in cobblestone dungeon.jpg.
Let's get started.
And since we don't have any special abilities, let's just have everybody attack.
Yeah. Victory.
I do like the look of this, of like the menus too. Like the Art Deco backgrounds are are like really neat looking.
That's not Art Deco.
What is that?
I would say it's more along the lines of Baroque. Art Deco would be like Skullgirls.
Ah, I see. There are rare and powerful weapons with 2 names. What? I don't remember that at all.
Let's get started.
I love the little, like, gourd with a witch's hat. It's very cute.
Yeah. Victory.
Your mom lets you have 2 names? I know, right? Technically, I have 4 aliases online, but I don't use a lot of them. What? Oh. Right. There are randomly generated impediments. They don't really do much so much as just to catch you when you're sleeping. They don't even punish you. It's just like, hey, dummy.
Battle start. Yeah, of course.
A toast! to victory!
God. That's gonna be my voice for the next 150 hours, chat.
Toast.
Kill eyeball.
Let's get started.
Oh yeah, if you saw that the enemy had a like surprise look, that actually does affect like turn stuff. So ambushes are quite relevant.
Of course.
Ha! A toast to victory!
Your characters have a few innate spells. Yeah, that was covered in formations, I believe.
Looking good.
Ah, Hunter's
Oh,
Wisdom.
did I get stronger?
How do I figure out what we just learned?
There's a redeem for you, Highway.
You could always make this voice for the next 150 hours. Wow. I gotta fucking watch an Owen Wilson movie again, that way I could remember his voice. We covered this video game. Well, I covered this. Full skip. Ah. Just losing my fucking patience there. Oh man, Tiger Browse's luck. Oof.
That sounds, you know, accurate to my life, really.
Switch page. You just got Merc Guild Oath. When attacked in a brigade, attacker will be covered. So that's the guard ability. Well, I think I also got a skill. By the way, there is rapport. It basically generates based on if you're in their formation or not. So right now...
It knows your name.
Yep, so right now it's just, I know your name. Oh yeah, I got Hunter's Wisdom, which means if I kill something, it increases meat drop chance by 10%.
Delicious meat.
Delicious beef. Oh, we did get some meat. We got some Kolau meat. Meat is very bizarre, and I don't know if I ever used it when I first played. It's free EXP. I shall consume the beef, hiya. Great, now my levels are misaligned. Why did I do that?
Give me the meat. I love meat.
Oh yeah, I did open the store, didn't I? Look around, but the monster doesn't seem to be here anymore. Could it be that there are other fiendish monsters like it lurking in the labyrinth's depths? Your party gears up and leaves the area. So, Fanty abilities are activated on the overworld, and they are contextual. Case in point, if you are at a one-tile gap, jump exists.
Alternatively, you could just walk forward to your doom.
Oh, it's not your immediate doom. There could be a floor beneath. There could be floor beneath you, or you could drop 8 floors and die immediately. Well, on impact. See,
Remember, it's not the fall that kills you; it's the hard thing at the bottom.
I think, like, I've talked about it before in that I have a phobia of heights, and I don't think it's the thought of dying, because, you know, dying will happen in your life eventually. I think it's the fact that when you fall to your death, you have all that time to think about it, and that's what terrifies me. Well, we got puppet parts, so if we get another soul, we can make another unit. Training Lance. Sadly, we do not have a Aster, so we don't... Well, I think Tiger Brows could use that. Yeah, Tiger Brows has full proficiency in every weapon outside of scrolls. They specialize in sword, hammer, crossbow, and katar. But Lance is an A? You just give Tiger a training Lance. Covens that make up a Witch Brigade are placed in either the Vanguard or the Rear Guard. Oh yeah, I covered this. They also give you a nice little diagram of which weapons go where. Crossbows and lamps for wizards always want to be in the back. Lances and bells could be in any formation, but hammers, kataras, swords, and scythes must be in front. And as mentioned in the tutorial mission, if you are not in the right position, you will do reduced damage called a mismatch. And they do tell you that if it's a mismatch or not. By the way, chat, if you're looking at the minimap right now, you might notice different colors of walls. This is very important for later on the test. Be sure to be taking notes. Jump or destroy trash automatically by holding A as you move. What?
No way we'll lose.
So I've been using auto attack, but if you want to, if you're, you know, an intelligent person, you would issue attack commands because it focuses attacks. Oh shit, Venful got stunned there.
Yeah, a toast to victory.
That should get us some beef, right? Huh, I guess we didn't get any beef there. What is even the point of my hunting skill if I can't hunt beef? I missed a jump once while hiking. I'm grateful. Oh, God, that must be...
Yikes.
That sounds like it's just a moment of, like, I'm going to die. This is where I die now. Goodbye. We just picked up a funny item. I just don't know where it's classified under. There it is. If you ever want to fine-tune someone's behavior, you can change nature through books. I've never done this personally, but it is there if you're very particular about this stuff. I see. So you do this to do this. Makes sense. So if you notice, there is wall graffiti, and there are two types. The blue ones are typically tutorials, while the red mark is a plot dialogue. Imagine it like someone's notes on the wall.
Great chest ahead.
Try holding with both hands.
Try rear butthole.
Try rear butthole with protection. Terrible. We did just get a better shield, so
you can do it, skeleton.
I sure can. Let's give Fenful the better leather shield, while Tiger could just get, you know, a better shield.
Oh wow, I get Fenful's hand-me-downs. Wow. No, not turtle, dog. Is this dog?
Oh god, you could check your map. It's a map. Where haven't we been yet? I guess we take a staircase of our choice.
Yeah, the door that the bird wanted to get into is still not open, but I'm guessing it's locked.
I should check that, yeah. Wah wah. Spoiler alert, there is no switch for that. Oh, sealed equipment is weird.
Is it just like unidentified and you need like a scroll or something?
Yes. Though I believe it's not scroll, it's mana.
Let's get started.
By the way, that tutorial said surprise enemies to gain an advantage. It's part of why doors are really great, because if you just bust open a door and not ram into an enemy, you get a surprise round. Tara Lee.
Hello, buddy.
Hi, I'm here, pal. What's up?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
I believe once you kill them, you know their HP.
Take that.
Also, that barrel was up to something. I've never seen it do that.
A toast to victory!
I'm replaying Elden Ring, and I am on my Dragon Breath BS again. That's very good.
I'm stronger.
Breath skills are very good. Fenful learns Siege
Looking
Shield.
good.
Oh, did I get stronger?
Ah, there we go. I found barrel meat. Or is it tar meat? I don't quite know.
I mean, it's pretty normal to store meat in barrels, I think.
I suppose so, yeah. Dead Cells style door combat. Oh man, I was tempted to stream like a full playthrough of Dead Cells, but I was just like, nah. I've already streamed a lot of Dead Cells. Fighter Pact. Okay. Is this what I think it is? Yes. One thing to note about this game that is very important. Covens have unique traits. Right now we just have the Witches Pact that have no traits whatsoever, but the Fighter Pact, slotted characters' attack will be increased by 25%.
Meow.
Reassign Tiger to there. They will be doing the damage. I would also like a Fighter Pact, but I know where the real damage dealer is at the moment. Hold A during battle to speed it up. Probably gonna be a good idea.
You can jump that, right?
Money chest. Oh yeah, we unlocked a door nearby. Okay. So here's the fun thing about having not played this for a year. I know mechanics. I don't remember the dungeon.
Let's get started.
Oh. Right.
Oh, I know what these fuckers are.
Care to explain?
So I only played a little bit of the first game, but I remember these guys being rude because they're immune to everything except one type.
Thankfully, they are not immune. They are just highly resistant to everything, but slash damage. Hey, Tiger, guess what? I just took your sword away for a lance.
Fucker.
So right now, I think
Fenful does slash.
Yeah, I think Fenful's the only person that could properly kill them now.
Take that!
Yeah, of course.
Oh, wow, they're kind of fucking strong. Oh. There are limit breaks in this game. They're based on your formation. Lowers a void when attack hits and triples liberation gain. Attacks will always land if the enemy is stunned.
Yeah.
Liberation.
Fenful's getting pretty low there.
Oh, I'm aware, don't worry. Do I not have issue command yet? Well, I do have instant aid and I am fast, so I will heal Fenful.
Rest up!
Liberation.
A toast to victory!
Yeah, they both did big attacks, but Fenful is the, draws aggro by being in sun formation. And the real bummer is that, even if I were to give you, your slash weapon back, there's no way to determine what element a pin will be beforehand unless you fought the formation before. So we don't know if we will be fighting slash or pierce pins at any point. Weapons have their ranges, don't have their power by mismatching. Don't do it!
Don't give a hammer to somebody who is a wizard, idiot.
I can make a hammer a ranged attack, just you wait. I could only do it once, but I could do it. I'm going to do it. Death.
Battle start.
No, I do not wish to heal more.
A single shot!
Yeah, of course.
Ah, yes, if you saw that, we just did a gore hit against the tar barrel. I don't know what I dismembered, but it took him down to like 2% health, so it must have been something pretty important.
Take that! A toast to victory!
I believe gore hits are linked to critical hits. And while critical hits do exist, they are not considered separate from gore hits. Ooh, silver spoon. Enemies with purple eyes are strong. Don't pick a fight you can't win. Have you tried Resonance yet? It lets you join forces with an allied puppet soldier. Resonance increases attack damage by linking together regular attacks from puppet soldiers. Consecutive resonance may occur if allies chain attacks together. High favorability for the last puppet soldier attack increases the odds for resonance to occur. When it occurs, power accumulates. The more power source it accumulates, the more likely resonance will occur. Accumulating power also increases mana gained at the end of battle. I have no idea how to directly manipulate that. By the way, here's our programmed FOE. These are the ones that have a typical pattern, and you can tell that they're one because they have like a neat little like fancy chain around their eye, but they're also purple. But hey, what's this? An avian monster with a witchy aura watches you with a cold gaze. It suddenly lets out a shrill cry, and another monster from the labyrinth's depths appear.
Uh-oh. Not again.
After being summoned by the avian monster's cry, the monsters attack your party.
Let's get started.
So that happens every time you're introduced to a boss fight. Especially if a boss has multiple parts, like, say, 15 parts?
That seems like it would get old real fast.
Yeah, especially if you have to repeat the fight for 3 days.
Take that!
By the way, the bird is technically beatable, but they are also programmed to leave in, like, 1 turn. That's not the final boss, Divine Hero.
Careful about spoilers.
Naturally. Like, I would have belted someone if they were bringing that up, but I think it's safe to say that there is a boss somewhere in the game that has 15 parts, and repeat attempts get really fucking tedious.
Alright, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. Take that!
Of course.
I hope you like barks.
Yeah.
I should probably heal Tiger,
Rest up!
On my face.
even though my heal is not that hot.
Do we have, like, potions or something?
Yeah, but we cannot use items yet in battle. There was a void when I had oh yeah, this is the same attack that Fenfil has.
Rest up!
Knock you out!
Also, I'm out of MP.
I have a limit break.
Knock you!
Yeah, the cool thing about your limit break is that it's kind of like a feedback loop. And that once you get it, you just have it for the rest of the fight. Now I'm worried because I have 50 hours and I have not run into a 15-part boss fight. Yeah, you're still in the tutorial.
Take that!
Ooh, Fenfil gored them. Fenfil took out one of their legs.
Neat. They didn't need that.
I don't know if they're charging or they're just vulnerable right now. Oh, there we go. Ah, time for us to get tree meat.
A toast to victory!
I did it! Yay me! By the way, Coven level is also a thing in that, what it does is basically to reduce the costs of deployment for more advanced ones. There are also grades of meat.
Delicious meat.
We can't review them, but I believe grade A8 meat is better than A4. You somehow managed to defeat the monsters. Your party leaves the area. Except we don't. We just leave the battlefield. We just leave the battlefield dimension. Obtained otherworldly sample. You sense a mysterious aura from what you found. This could be a curio that the witch was after. Time to head back and report to the witch. So, one thing of note is that every curio you get is tied to an achievement. And all the achievements of the game are just getting curios. So you never have to do stupid challenge shit in order to, you know, get all achievements in this game. Let me see if I can find otherworldly sample. Because also there are very funny descriptions for the Chivos. Oh, there is one for otherworldly sample, but I can't read it all that well. Oh man. Because the first achievement you get, the contract paragraph, is blocking the data because it's a full paragraph.
Oh, that's funny.
Ah, here we go. I can read it. I can read it there. Otherworldly organism sample. Life. To be alive and sustain life. An active organism. Some of them are generic like that. Others are foreshadowing, let's say. But hey, we did our job. Let's we should probably head back. Well, we can stand to explore a little bit more. Here, eat some weed and we'll go.
Hell yeah, dude.
Eat this plant I found on the ground. A wooden bow is better for me, I believe. Yes, it would have been nice to have gotten that before we did the fight, but hey. It's almost like I haven't played this game in a year, and just kind of sat around panicking, not knowing how I was going to stream this game. Oh, I see. Okay. There are certain red marks that we can't quite interact with yet. Those are not graffiti, they are something else trademark. Witch's Mall. Another thing that Tiger could potentially use.
Ammo.
That's a blunt weapon.
Big bonkus.
There are special battle moves known as Secret Crest Liberations. They are special attacks that are similar to Donum, but the conditions for use are different. Actions such as attacking enemies will fill the Liberation gauge. When it's full, your Secret Crest will be unlocked, allowing you to use the Smooth. These were the big wide attacks that Tiger Brows and Fenful were using a while ago. It resets every battle, so you can't stow one for a fight.
Smoke them if you got them.
Basically.
Battle start.
Oh. Really? Already?
Spicy boy.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about the wonderful Tarly.
Take that.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, there are champion ones, and because enemies also get the little prefixes that we get. And it gets really fucking bad when some of them have the evasion ones.
Yeah.
You little.
Ugh.
I missed?
Gah.
I missed?
I missed? I forget which class has it, but there's one that I really like where one of the characters says, "We didn't need the power of my right eye." And I'm just like, oh my fucking god, that's a... Ugh.
Junie. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's real bad. Tarly has to go.
Single shot.
Maybe we probably should have taken care of the little ones just to reduce the amount of damage going out on us.
Yeah!
Maybe.
Always kill the ads first. It's just basic MMO logic.
I'm stronger.
Look, let's just say that past experiences has taught me that I should deal with those first.
Looking good.
Alrighty.
You are correct in every capacity, but also there is some deep-seated
Did I
fear
get
there.
Stronger?
Ow. Oh, someone was poisoned. Luckily, Fenful was able to tank most of the attacks there. You can pawn items at the general store for money. Wow.
Wow. Never heard of that before.
Thanks, video game, for that novel
What's the
concept.
spot on the map?
I cannot go there. What? Actually, no, I can go there. Shit.
Jump over it. Yeah.
Map completion percent is not a thing you have to worry about in this game. But if you're like Tiger here, it might frustrate you.
It'll annoy me.
Donum earring.
Give me the meat. I want the meat.
Ah,
Oh, you also have a mantle.
Mantle, defense, constitution, and dexterity. I think that might be good for Fenful, just because, being able to take hits is very important. Oh, it's so quaint seeing these small numbers. Because, if you're wondering why I say that, just know that
it's a you don't even have to say it. It's a Nipponichi game. It's not going to be the real game until you start getting to 5 digits.
Yeah. 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 I believe I am partitioned off here, so I have to go elsewhere. But we have explored a fair bit of this area. I think it would be... Well... Don't... Ha! Nerd. Can't even open doors. How do I look at floors?
I think you've touched all 3 staircases that are available to you at the moment.
Yeah, I'm just... Something about this is...
Oh wait, no, there's one more staircase that you haven't touched. Up to the north.
Ah, yes. Good call.
Be right back.
This one should allow me to go where I want to go.
No way we'll lose.
Ah, crap. I think I have to deal with this at some point, so...
Take that. Take that. Yeah.
Liberation!
Yeah!
I believe Liberation Gain is also unique per class. Like, I think Fenful gets it easier when they get hit. Sadly, we cannot get the stuff, the goos beyond us.
No way we'll lose.
Well, at least it's only one.
Take that!
Of course.
Ha!
Of course.
Yeah!
Yeah. Victory.
Oh, right. I forgot about this. So we want to go to that other staircase that Tiger mentioned. Phone?
Fuck's sake, it's on the other side of the room. How does my mic keep picking it up, but it has trouble picking me up? God.
No, it's fine. I just have bat ears. Pickup items from sparkles on the ground are known as treasure points.
Wow.
Hey, look over there. Oh, no, wait, that's mana. Never mind. Give me the goo off the wall, my dude.
65 woodcut. Wow. I can chop trees real good.
Have you noticed that progress points on the right side of the screen increase as you explore the labyrinth? Progress points only increase as you explore new areas. They are calculated when you return to the surface. You can receive a variety of rewards based on your total. How do I look at that, is the question. This section is of concern to the player, Fanty. Check out different types of information here. You can review skills and deactivate abilities whenever you want. You can also review tutorials here. Karma is also visible. This will increase if you decide to perform naughty deeds. The higher it is, the more bad things will happen in the labyrinth. Don't overdo it.
Don't be a dick.
So I believe this is a 3D model of Fanty. I just wish we could move it around because I want to see it.
Too bad they only rendered the front half.
So if we get... I think it would be prudent to, at least get 350 points before we go back. That way we can make a new character. So we gotta cover a lot of tiles.
Who's the new character gonna be? Are you gonna make Ass Man?
I don't know. I think if I do make Aspen, I want Torpo to be here. I'll probably pull from chat.
Take that!
I actually think you get liberation if you attack a,
Of course.
if you either crit or hit a weakness.
Take that! A toast!
Also,
to
wow, you just did
victory.
like 3,000 damage on your limit break, what?
So what is my limit break? Is my limit break a counter attack or something?
No, it is based on formation. I just have to remember how to look at it. Okay, it is Secret Crest Attacker 1. It is a slash AoE ability. It lowers dodge when it hits and triples liberation gain. So when you hit with it, you get more limit break gauge back. So, and since it's wide, you're gonna hit a lot of people and then get it back as well.
Oh, I also have a counter attack.
Yes.
Neat.
Oh yeah, you do. Counters physical attack once a turn. But I don't know how long it lasts. I probably should have looked at that. The treasure hunt skill can be learned through the Witch Petition. Thank you, video game. That is basically the mana tutorial, which I believe we already covered through deployment. Buttons. There we go. If you see me fumble, there are a lot of like shortcuts you could do in this game to see stuff. I just never remember them. Healer Pact. Healer Pact gives you access to heal and poison purge. What? No, I wanted to see the Coven, not remove Fenful. So I have to determine who gets Healer Pact. Heal is 30% maximum HP heal. Poison Purge removes poison. Secret has support. All attackers in the Coven using this receive a stat boost for 2 turns. Also, DP use is neutralized for that duration. I mean, it might be prudent to give that to Chester? Or not Chester, Wang. Because while not, you know, the best one, I believe I have the highest amount of MP. And just having a dedicated heal is very nice. We have covered most of what we could do in this subsection of Floor 2. I also believe Floor 1 is as explored as we could possibly explore it. So we should probably report back to Madame Marta.
Just walk back instead of spinning the bell, though.
I suppose I could do that. That would be prudent. I was hoping to get enough souls to... Wait. Oh. A beans it.
You've beans
Battle
just...
start.
Take that!
Yeah. Of course.
Ha!
Hope you're all ready for all these barks all the time. Barkapalooza. I wonder if I could, like, replace the audio files to get barks in here, because, like, my first thought was, getting in Dan Smith from Killer 7, so whenever you kill you just hear, this is too easy.
Does this have a workshop, or...?
I don't think so. That's why I'm curious about the modding potential in this game. Because if there is modding potential in this game, we could also modify portraits, and that could get real funny. Thank you for all your hard work exploring. This is the results screen. You'll be compensated for your return whether you wipe out or return safely. Keep that information in mind, regardless whether you have to gain or lose. So there is technically not a game over in this game. It is simply, if you lose, suck it up, Buttercup, and get the fuck back in there.
Get back on your feet, Maggot.
If you use Witch's Bell, Mud Exit, or leave the Labyrinth, or simply give up, you'll lose some of the mana acquired. Progress points will accumulate too. If you party wipe, affection will be reduced, so their ability to cooperate is reduced. They will lose body parts, and you'll have to repair them.
Looking good.
Oh, did I get stronger? Whoa, impressive.
Oh boy, we got a sword.
Whoa, impressive.
Sword.
Wait, how did I get a small sword? I didn't think we had 3 progress.
I guess you get a bunch of bonus points for coming back safely.
Weird.
Or maybe you had progress points to begin with. Who knows?
Maybe. I'm not complaining. Well, we got the goods. Let's get another soldier in here.
Profane Banana, it seems like you would have to actively try in order to get yourself into that situation.
Yeah, like you would have to... I feel like if you fail, like it is easier to keep failing, but you would typically have enough resources to, you know, keep going forward. Let's get another back row unit. I just torn if I want to get an Aster Crow, a Theatrical Star, or a Theatrical Star. And who's gonna be...
I mean, having a support unit could be nice.
Well, support, quote-unquote. Hi,
I mean, I have my bias, but she's not in the chat, so.
How do I... There we go. The problem is I also kind of want a Shinomashira, because they're really good at stunning.
The big monkus.
Mm-hmm. I love the fucking difference between Giant Soul Manly Man and then whatever the heck... Whatever this mummy is. But I think considering what we have right now, I think Lancer is better because I could just give Tiger the sword and then the Crow the lance. I think I know what I want to do. We'll use this as a default because I have preferences.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's a shame they're not real IRL.
Uh-huh.
Bethymoth. Preference on gender. I just use this as a placeholder. I mean, I'm gonna fucking pick something else. Also, favorite item, please, and lucky number.
Leave the cooking to me. Wow! Outgrot potatoes! This is the best! Ta! Go! What are you looking at? Ha!
Look at good voice too, that's funny. It's a pun on Behemoth. I see. Always sharp. I think I want her on Moon Stance. Potato. I didn't mean for it to be caps, but here we are. Potato.
Potato.
It's like, welcome to the tea. What's your favorite item? Just hold the potato. Potato.
I'm also going to tap the clock.
I could get what you're doing, but I think I'm gonna push for an extra hour whenever I do these because I want this game to be done with a relative speed.
Okie doke.
Yeah, we want critical value. What did you say for lucky number? 42. That is just me being nefarious.
This was written in the stars.
Brigade formation. We have these extra witch packs to use. And, well, first off, change equipment. Wow, that's a jump in attack power. Who, buddy?
Sword.
Sword? Do we have a spare shield? We do. As for gear, LMAO. LMAO. If I remember right, though, Donum Earring should increase my Donum power, so, well, max Donum points. So having that little extra casting ability will help out. Wait, is somebody implying that McDonald's is making a potato perfume?
What?
I know, right? But
Aren't they making a perfume so that you can smell like McDonald's french fries?
Ugh. Babel says check Discord, which is actually really easy with this game. Oh man, that's nasty. I don't like that at all. All right, let us save and plot.
Cursed.
Oh, welcome back, Fanty. Great job making it back to the surface.
Let's see how you did. Now, bring that here.
Hey, I brought you weird goo.
What do you think, Madam Granny?
Considering what you've told me, it sounds like this was stored in a very particular manner. No doubt about it. This is a curio.
Whoa, it's kind of sparkly. And it's really pretty.
It's goo.
This thing?
It's a jar full of goo.
I don't think it's pretty at all. Anyway,
Just the puppets in the back
time
saying
hasn't
it's
been
goo.
kind to it, but it doesn't have a trace of curse left in it, if it ever had any to begin with.
That's amazing! I didn't know you could sense curses so easily.
Well,
It's
it
goo.
didn't collapse on the spot. That told me everything I needed to know.
Ah, I see.
Oh.
I forgot about the piano sting.
How could you do that to me? That's too cruel, Madam Granny, too cruel!
Truthfully, just one glance at the remaining mana tells me it doesn't
Ah,
have
it is
any
time to
power
time
left
out
in it.
Banana.
That might not be the case for all curio, however. Let me be perfectly clear about this. Don't touch the curio without permission. Got it?
Had to drill it into her somehow.
Meanwhile, Wang the puppet touches a curio and then immediately fucking explodes.
Oops.
Eureka pulls out a cute pocketbook with a pressed marguerite design and begins jotting down notes. Taking notes is an important thing to do. I feel like I should tweet that the fucking video game advice.
Got it.
Oh, they even showed on a model. That's so cute.
Without permission is not okay.
Madam Marta, dinner is ready.
My, what excellent timing.
Food.
Let's have ourselves dinner.
Oh, okay.
I'll show you around the place on the way there. Follow me, dearie.
Are we gonna start meeting side characters? It seems like the sun is set completely. The lamps inside are all lit.
This circular structure is the rotunda. The great hall you saw just now with the gallery lies in the center.
Southwest corridor.
The gallery is surrounded by repositories. The ones above ground can only be reached via this corridor, which wraps around them. There are different rooms in all directions. The entrance is to the south. The east and west have parlors, and the kitchen is north.
Somehow this seems a little inconvenient as a living space.
Supposedly, it's because nobles of a more opulent era built it to host dinner banquets. It wasn't meant to be lived in.
Imagine building buildings to not be lived in. So while this is playing, I know somebody had joined the Discord. Initially. But I guess not anymore.
Madam, your dinner is ready.
I believe
I'll be
this
in the
should work.
kitchen, so please let me know if there's anything you need.
No, wait, that's not the
Will
right
the
one.
Count be here tomorrow?
Yes, I've been informed that he'll be arriving tomorrow afternoon.
Oh, it's nice to meet you.
My name is Toba. I'm employed here as a maid. It's a pleasure to meet you, my lady.
I'm always fucking bad at doing rolls. Hang on. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Hiya. That should do it. There we go. Whoever joined the Discord is now like appropriately joined the Discord.
You're a noble. What are you doing greeting a maidservant? You better stop doing things like that while you're here.
But Miss Paula was our maid, and we treated her like family. We used to play together all the time.
That may be the case in your household, but the Count is a stickler for propriety.
By the way, that's a very important thing to note. Eureka is a noble.
Okay. Sorry, I'm feeling a little sleepy after eating.
My.
What?
I thought it was noisier than usual. So we have a guest.
Nice to meet you. I'm Eureka. Eureka de Soleil.
Eureka's room.
Oh. Where am I? Huh? Oh, it's already... noon?
That was quite the time skip.
Eureka hurriedly changed, washed her face, and rushes out of the room.
Good morning, my lady.
Good morning! I'm so sorry. I overslept.
Please leave your sheets in the hallway. I will be washing them later today.
Oh, don't worry. I can wash them myself. I may not look like it, but I'm great at laundry.
Huh?
Eureka.
Oh, but...
I'm getting...
Immediately forgetting.
If you're finally up, then hurry on over here.
Ma'am, I get paid for this. Please let me do my job.
Sorry, Miss, Toba! Madam Granny is calling for me.
Got your beauty sleep, I presume?
I'm sorry I overslept. But I washed my face, so I'm wide awake now.
It's understandable. 2 souls require 2 people's worth of energy, after all. Yours and Fanty's.
This seems like it'd be very mighty inconvenient for Eureka.
As for the room you were in, it'll be yours from now on. Most of the rooms are used for storage. Your room may be small, but at least it has a bed. Use your space as you like.
Was that slime on her head always there? Yes, that is the soul that is bound to her. That is Chester. That is me.
Right. We need to move fast today. The Count will only approve of your presence if we have tangible results.
Hey, I'm not a
to
head
present.
crab. I'm
Huh?
spooky soul
I
fire.
passed the test, right?
Oh, guess I forgot to tell you. My test and the Count's approval are 2 separate things.
What?
Now, enough with the histrionics. If you don't want
Is
to
that
go
how you
back
pronounce
to the
that?
countryside, then do your best to support our little friend.
Huh? Little friend?
Bonk bonk.
You've forgotten already? The friend that's been sitting on your head this whole time.
What? Fanty! I forgot all about you! I thought my head
Wow.
felt heavier
She's,
than usual when I woke
I
up.
think I
this
just didn't get the
morning.
middle eye push. I used to just call it
Now
histronics.
Hurry up and blow on the lantern.
Eureka cautiously casts her breath onto the lantern, and the wandering spirit lights up. Oh no, we put the cat in the
Wow,
cat cage.
It looks so pretty like this. Good morning, Fanty.
I want to jump on your head
Let's get
again.
started, shall we?
Oh, but it didn't seem like there was anywhere else we could go.
Really now? Looks like you can see what's going on quite well indeed.
It's not that I'm seeing
Do we get the
exactly.
funny power?
I'm only getting a vague sense of things. Just bits and pieces.
I see. It's unlikely that the labyrinth is that small. So what to do? If only I could go there myself.
Ah yes, it is time for a grandma meat
Perhaps
pile.
there's a hidden door, or something similar. Little Missy, what would you do if it were you down there? This is a good opportunity for you to show off your knack for finding lost things.
Huh? But if there is a path that we weren't able to find, maybe we couldn't find it because we overlooked something, maybe? It could be behind a wall? If it were me down there, I'd smash that wall to pieces. It'd be nice if we could destroy it. Could we?
I like that Eureka graduated from the school of Red Faction Gorilla, where she's just like, oh, I see a wall. Where's my sledgehammer?
If you really want to, we could try.
Madame Marta pulls out a piece of parchment and begins to write something on it. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-doop.
We can destroy walls? Is that okay? We won't get in trouble?
Madame Marta takes out a piece of parchment with runes on it and feeds it to the lantern. You learn the ability Wall Breaker. Nice.
Amazing! I didn't think we were allowed to do that.
The ends justify the means. Be careful not to overuse it, though. It'll use up Fanty's power.
Ah, so I'm now like a weird ghost sledgehammer.
You can't break every wall, but if there's adequate space on the opposite side, you could probably use it.
Important phrasing there.
You'll be able to find a whole bunch of curio with this, Fanty.
Oh, that reminds me. If a large number of works are stored down there, there must be a catalog.
What's that?
It's a book that lists what items are stored there. It would also have instructions on how to handle the curio.
Do not press
Oh, I
buttons.
thought
If you have an idea of what's
Go ahead.
down there, it'll be easier to make plans. Now
I
then,
just thought it was a cat on the log.
Fanty, I want you to look for the catalog while you're collecting curio.
I like one of the catalog entries. Do
I
not
hope it'll
press
turn up.
button. Do not press
What do you
button. Do
think,
not press
Missy?
the fucking button.
I've got a good feeling about this. We'll definitely be able to find it.
You heard her. Good luck.
Okay, Fanty. See you later.
Next objective. Find a curio catalog, but also new petition. A lot of them. Find more items. Stop before a pitfall. I might have to unlock that one. Special orders in battle. Leave notes on the map. So we'll get special orders so we can use items in battle. Leave notes on a map. Find more items. Leave notes at will. Custom notes galore. We already did our puppet, so let's save. And go in again. So I feel like wall break is easy advertising, right? Let's give Wallbreaker a try. Use Wallbreaker by holding right button and selecting it. Not all walls can be destroyed. You can determine it by the color of the wall in the minimap. Treasure Hunter is a useful ability as well. Point at wall and kill it. Damn. Strange glazed vase. Is that what I think it is? Unfortunately not. Actually, no, it is. So, this is a very important thing that I personally did not know about until, like, way later in the game. You could actually find soul gems a lot more reliably than you think. There are certain artifacts that you could disassemble to get small souls. And they're more like randomly generated items rather than, you know, artifacts, so keep an eye on what you pick up. Your whole party could be wiped out if you fall. Be careful. Ah, shocker. Ew. Mmm, liver. By the way, don't touch that red stuff. That's nasty stuff. Red meat as a buildup may inflict poison or stench in addition to damaging you. You obtained some kind of curio catalog. This has got to be a great find. I thought you said there was no scat. Well, I was wrong. I'm sorry. But yeah, the big thing about this game is that, now that we have Wallbreaker, these maps are a lot bigger than you think they are. And the level design gets real awful. Oh my god. Another thing to note, this red icon here, that is an indicator of a permanently destroyable wall within the labyrinth. Walls that you break will reset upon leaving, except for any with this funny red/blue glyph. Walls destroyed with Lawbreaker are restored. Oh, thank you, game. Walls with red symbols don't get restored once they've been broken. Boom! Oh no! I'm a jackass.
It's supposed to be enemy go in the hole, not us.
What if we were the enemy? Makes you think. I love Behemoth's first deployment into the system of falling into a fucking hole and breaking their legs. Here I was wondering if the pitfall safety would actually be any good. Well, if you have a brain on your shoulders, it's not. But if you're like me, who just doesn't think, well, it's a very nice thing to have. Oh, by the way, wall break, eh? Hiya. Hiya. Suspicious chest key to get this. We are not going to be opening this chest for 85 hours. Eventually, the skill necessary. Likely. So man, I want that chest. Can't get it though. Only 85? Yeah. We did get some items though that would behoove us to equip though. Because I know we have frontline characters. By the way, helmets will have head protection. That is the chance reduction of you losing your head and dying. I haven't even gotten a new guitar. Ugh. Head protection is very healthy for your bones, chat. You should invest in it. Alright, what other funny areas can we go to? Beyond the wall lies the path of truth. Sometimes, but not always.
No way we'll lose.
Alright. Now that we have a new character, we have more actions to do.
Of course. Ha!
Why is Tiger doing like 600 damage already? What?
I am powerful.
God, I guess that damage multiplier is really working in your favor, huh? I gotta look at some stats here. What's going on here? I want to go here. I'll go here. View status. Right hand attack. You have more than double the highest attack on our team right now. Also, you're operating on slash, and I think that was the latent weakness of the enemy we fought. Oh yeah, why do I gotta, like, navigate this area? Just break the wall. Breaking walls is very healthy for your bones, and you should do it more. Oh hey, look. I totally forgot that this was here. Sage Soleil's bust. That reminds me, chat. 1 second. Where is that? That was the bust of Grand Sage Soleil. Conviction. The belief in one's righteousness. The will to believe. Eliminate all other possibilities. We also got the catalog. Greed. To indulge in desire. Source of progress. What other areas are there? There's some stuff that we could do south of here after we murder this creature.
No way we'll lose.
We absolutely annihilate these darling creatures.
Pierce! Survival of the fittest! Of course we won! Just like the countless stars in the sky!
Yeah, if you were wondering, the big thing about Asters is that they're going to talk a lot about stars. Hi, I get real lazy with dungeon exploration, so I'm going to break a lot of walls.
Let's get started.
Yeah, you messed up.
Survival of the
You
fittest!
messed up.
Of course we won!
Easy way out there? Nah, screw that. Break wall. Ha. Okay.
Pit.
Yeah, well, that's annoying. I know what I need there. We're not going to be getting that for a while.
Let's get started.
Yeah! A toast to victory!
Delicious toast.
I love toast. Ooh. Oh, okay. New thing to explain. Let's talk about virgin weapons. I think Tiger would be the best example here because, you know, versatility with weapons. So we have Witch's Maul, and then we have the Virgin Witch's Maul. Witch Mauls are, at the end of the day, unremarkable items. But the first time you equip them, they have a roughly 20% stat boost, so long as you don't unequip them. Now, while this sounds good on paper, what this means is that you can't get, like, mutators or anything on them, or manipulate them in any ways by unequipping them. So you basically have to treat them as, like, temporary number gain more than anything.
Interesting.
That's not to say that they're bad. A virgin gear is very good to have when starting out, or if you're going to new biomes because it's the bigger number. But you never want to be like attached to bigger number because like weapons with prefixes are just better.
I don't think you actually equipped the hammer though.
Yeah, because it's weaker than your sword.
Yeah.
Also, some prefixes are just bad.
Hmm.
We should look at that one, actually. Characters. Unlucky Leather Shield is technically better stat-wise, but it neutralizes your luck. That's the trade-off. Lumpy Blue
What does
Stones.
luck actually do for you?
Are you ready for a 40-minute presentation?
You know what? Forget I asked.
There you go. I'm trying to be really careful because I don't have the fucking wall guard set thing, and that last drop actually put the fear of God in me. Raider Pact. Yeah, it's weird to think that effectively pacts are your characters and actual characters are equipment for the pact. Raider Pact has a actual Donum ability.
Wow.
Slot of characters avoid will be increased by 25%. Maybe I should put that on good ol' Highwang. And then we'll have Fenful be the Healer Pact. All Donum costs become 80% of their original value. I'm shocked you're still going. Yeah, I'm like pushing for an extra hour whenever I stream this just so we can get more out of it. Also, hello, Torpo.
Hello.
Hi.
It's you.
It's me.
Where are you, by the way? There you are.
Hi, the secret slime.
Welcome to Galleria. I'm sorry, it's pronounced in-game Galleria. Ugh, I hate it.
I hate it. One time I played that game, and I got actually okay at it, and ever since, it's instilled in my brain, what if I play Galarians, though? What if I did it?
Galarians, 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 Galarians.
Because a friend was doing a bit where he, like, spun a wheel, and when it was my turn to go up, I managed to spin fucking Galarians.
Fantastic.
And the problem is it removed the fear of Galarians from my brain.
Take that! A toast to victory!
You would need a way to find to censor the Galarians? What's the final boss of the Galarians?
Yeah, I don't remember what's special about the final boss.
Okay, so...
Oh, this jump.
Yeah, this jump is very nefarious, because the instant I cross this threshold, we will be fighting level 200 enemies. So how about I not?
Are they level 200? I don't remember them being that high.
Well, I may be conflating the number a bit, as I am wont to do for dramatic effect, because I'm a dramatic bitch.
We're overinflating. It is perfectly doable. Soon.
Yeah, not now.
Not today. Not right now, but soon.
Right now, our bones would be ground to dust. But I also think we got...
Oh, you would be crushed beneath the weight of mighty balls.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I remember the first time I fell for that trap, I was not happy.
The first time I fell for it was in Labyrinth of Refrain with the fucking slimes. Hey, yo, who ready for... Well, first off... Since our esteemed... Actually, are they available at the store? Ah, oh, damn it, I have to find parts. Ugh. I was gonna say, since our esteemed guest is here...
Welcome back, Fanty! Wow, wow,
Can't believe I'm gonna
believe
say
you
something
really found the
terrible
catalog.
in regards to Galarians, but I feel like some people with Twitch are a little too afraid of titty.
Oh,
Because-
so you found it, eh?
A rule is,
Far
if it's
easier than I expected.
tasteful, quote-unquote, then you're fine.
Counterpoint, Torpo. I would not call Galarian's titty tasteful.
You know what I mean, though. Dude, I fucking played and got away with fucking tender loving care just fine. Galarians ain't shit. That is my metric to judge everything by at this point.
Did TLC have titty?
Oh boy, does it!
I've been zoned out this entire time since you said titty.
Unfortunately, I didn't get the fun titty because I played the game too chaste, apparently.
What are we talking about?
Tender Loving Care. It's an old FMV game. It was supposed to be this weird
It's called the Catalog
psychosexual thing, but also it was terrible. Everyone was terrible. It was incredibly unsexy. And I will never forget that I learned later that depending on how you answer the quizzes between story bits determines how, we'll say, explicit things are. So unfortunately, the scene I was looking forward to was fully clothed. Last time I did it.
I see the date note betrayed you.
It wasn't a date note. This is just me answering the questions legit. But see, the thing is, Tiger, one scene that sticks out in my brain forever is this woman standing in a window, completely topless, looking down at this man outside by the car, and she starts rubbing her tits on the window, and the dude starts screaming, just losing his fucking mind.
Like excitedly or panicked?
No! He is absolutely lost it because this lady has been fucking with him supremely.
Ah, I see.
I understand.
Honestly, that is something I would aspire
to. The wardrobe and the catalog are both curio.
No, you don't want to be that lady. She's awful.
Okay.
It was so cool when they broke down the walls. Fancy went
Everyone
like,
in it's terrible.
Bam, boom!
You're much too
Unlike
loud.
Eureka, who is adorable and wonderful.
Adorable.
Sorry.
Eureka
and
is
I would kill for.
Looks like I landed
Eureka
in
is
hot water.
absolutely the best, yeah.
The lady, obviously, Honora.
This catalog was quite the accomplishment. Well done.
Madam Marta.
Oh boy, do we get to see a fuckboy? Yes, we do.
How about we head upstairs, dearie?
But yes, I would kill for Eureka.
So
just saying.
I would kill for Marta.
Madam,
I've done
I
so.
expect you to respond immediately.
Technically speaking, you're killing for both.
This man
Excellent.
is master of Galleria.
You're killing for two.
Introduce yourself properly now. Full name and all.
I thought it was noisier than usual. So we have a
Rude.
guest.
Yeah, this guy sucks.
Yeah, I'm sorry I'm here,
I'm
dick.
Eureka de Soleil.
And
Get to it. Explain clearly why you're here.
I do like to imagine that while this is
I'm
going
here
on,
because
the
I saw
puppets are
fire
still
for a
active in the
job.
back.
That's how I came to be in your service.
Playing fucking cards.
excuse me.
Or just like mocking
flyer?
the fucking head of the manor here.
Yes, sir. I saw
Playing
this on a
cards, but
bulletin
Lang
board in the
thinks he's
town
still
of
playing
Soleil.
Balatro.
And when I saw the requirements, I knew
Ace,
this
ace,
was the job
ace,
for
ace,
me.
ace, ace. The Lord of Galleria Manor snatches the paper from Eureka and begins looking it over.
Another
Wang,
one
if you're
from
cheating, you're
Soleil.
not supposed to make it obvious.
I can't have you pulling this nonsense again.
Whatever do you mean? Besides, a count, especially one of your standing, ought not penny pinch over one little missy.
It hasn't been just one. It's been one after another. At this rate, it's sure to sully my noble name. I had you explore the labyrinth because I believed you to be a great witch. But it's been 2 weeks, and
Somebody's
I've
an
yet to see
impatient
results.
bitch if they can't wait 2
Well,
weeks.
Before
Yeah,
you
why the
say
fuck's he on
another
this kind of
word,
timetable?
Take a look at this.
I
It's a
expect you to have the
curio
fully
obtained
labyrinth
from the
explored in
labyrinth.
2 weeks. You're a witch, right? You can do that. Count looks at the curio with fascination in his eyes as Madame Marta passes it to him. We gave him goo.
So this is a curio.
To be fair,
It seems to be
we
a
have no clue
clumsily
how big this
crafted
labyrinth
piece,
is, so
rough around
of
the
course he
edges.
fucking doesn't.
And yet, it's true, I feel there's something about it which charms the beholder.
Sir,
But
it's a
how did
jar
you
of
manage to
goo.
get underground?
I mean, we
Don't
could
tell me
basically
you
sell this
used
man
that
fucking
wardrobe.
anything and he'd buy it as a curio.
That's right. We put a soul into
The man doesn't have a
lantern
lick of
day
magic in him.
phantasmagory and had it explore the labyrinth.
He has the
for
magic of
us.
money.
With this and my puppet
Which we don't.
soldiers,
Magic
I've
ball.
managed to
Ergo,
devise a
we
plan
fleece
that
'em.
doesn't end with a mound of flesh in that wardrobe.
I assume that you used some manner of witchcraft to collect curio. I'll leave it at that.
Yes, that's an accurate summary of the matter. This young girl here is our medium for the soul that dwells in the lantern.
She's more like a petite, but okay.
And what sort of power does this curio have?
It's goo, sir.
Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like this one has any.
When it comes to curio, what I wish to acquire aren't objects of this trifling level. You do understand that, don't you, madam?
Oh no, are we gonna get the phrase I
You
hate
call
every
it
time I hear it?
trifling. But might I remind you, this is
I
an
don't
object
know.
from the labyrinth, where no one has ever returned alive.
Because I don't know what you're talking about.
Even so, you really must listen to people until
We'll call
they're
it a
done
title.
speaking. This catalog is an
I
inventory
need to get back to
of
this
all
game.
works
I
in the
got really
labyrinth.
sidetracked.
Yeah, you
It
do.
is essentially a guide to our curio, you see. The Catalog Obscura.
Is that in any way related to the camera obscura?
No, camera obscuras are real things.
This
Oh,
is
actually?
a catalog
Huh.
of the labyrinth?
Yep.
Yeah, not the spirit camera kind. A camera obscura, though, is a real thing.
The Count quickly starts flipping through the pages with a stuff when he realizes the content are written in indecipherable ruins.
Ruins?
The camera obscura that you see in like Fatal
So,
Frame, that's
Madam,
complete
what
nonsense.
exactly does it say?
Oh, these things.
No need
Okay.
to grumble, Count.
Yeah.
Sure enough, the
Yup.
9 curios
This is the
you
title I
seek
hate.
are described within its pages.
Which title?
She'll say it. She'll say it.
Oh, okay. I
And
think-
as I thought, the wardrobe is one. It appears the Catalog Obscura itself
Oops.
is yet
Yep,
another.
exactly, Carmine.
My elbow on my
For the
fucking
sake
desk.
of convenience,
Fine, you weren't using that
let
elbow.
us refer to the 9 as the Curio de Art.
Why are they not called objet though?
I knew it. That man-eating
Because they're
wardrobe
referring to a
is
specific object.
Yeah, I
This
suppose so.
catalog is another.
The Captain breathes heavily, still excited. Oh, I don't like that face.
This recent acquisition, I've obtained 2 of the 9 curio de art. Well done, madam. No, Madam Witch.
Of course.
That's right.
Of course.
That's right, my grandma's
It's
a witch.
unlikely
What?
There's been anyone else that's produced results of this magnitude.
Madame Marta's great.
Oh,
Can I
yeah?
take that as your approval to hire these?
She also knows exactly
Very
how
well.
important it is to fleece this
I'll
fucking
permit
man.
Assistant girl and this lantern soul, or whatever it is you call it, to remain here.
Hey, don't you talk about Chester.
I'm the owner of Galleria Manor.
Like, sure,
My
100%
name is
she's
Lord
here
Bismarck de
on a
Florget,
job,
Count
but
of
also
O.
she will take this
A
man for
pleasure
all
to
he's
make your
worth.
acquaintance.
I'm Eureka de Soleil. I'm silly and clumsy, but I'll do my best.
I'm glad at least
Why
you're
would
honest.
you introduce yourself like that?
No, the 2 of you shall be Madame Marta's assistants. Your purpose is to collect curio.
Yay! Thank you ever so much. I won't let you down.
Well, I'd appreciate it if we discussed the finer details over dinner, my lord. When you get to my age, hunger is no laughing matter.
Though I've already told the madam, I suppose it would be best if the 2 of you were made aware as well. There is an old tale about the manor. Much of it is hearsay, so I know not whether
Arnie
it'll
just
help
likes to
you with your
imagine that when the job is
explorations.
over and she goes into her room,
I understand.
Madame Marta just stands straight up,
This rotunda
punch
was
completely
built roughly
gone.
300 years ago as a villa for the peerage to hold their nightly banquets.
See, my thought is this, that she just constantly operates at like a 45-degree angle.
However,
Ah, yes,
they
always
built
got
it
that
in a
lean
remote
going.
area, and the place quickly fell out of use. Shortly after, an eccentric noble purchased the manor. This noble
Look,
was
the
last
hunch is
master
very
of the
important to
Galleria
appearing
Manor,
like a wizened witch, but it
the
really
Marquis
fucks up your
de
back.
Galleria. The Marquis supposedly possessed a unique taste in art, and he added peculiar works to his collection as he discovered them.
God, now you just got me this mental image where, like, She does correct herself, but it's not like a natural thing or anything. She just basically casts a spell and you just hear like horrible bone crunching noises as she corrects.
Oh, it's like fucking popcorn.
Ugh.
He began to use the manor as his personal cabinet of curiosities. In all likelihood, he enjoyed spending time amongst his novelties. But the story goes that as his collection grew, he soon began to notice several pieces within it had mysterious powers. The curio. Apparently, mishandling certain curio could result in
I
death.
realize that this is another
But the
dungeon
Marquis
crawling
was
game that
rumored
involves
to have been
magical
quite
curios that we have
happy
to
to
acquire,
conduct
and that's like a
research.
weird coincidence.
Rumors began to
Dude,
spread
that's
across the land,
kind of a pretty
eventually
consistent
reaching
thing
the
across
ears of
dungeon
greedy
crawlers.
hearts.
Mm.
At this point, the Marquis de Galleria
It's
was
a good
about to
motivation
break a
for
certain
exploring a labyrinth,
taboo.
or dungeon, or whatever.
What you call a demonic pact? No.
Hello?
A demon?
Demons.
Demons are supposedly the embodiment of evil. They're inhuman entities that go against the natural order of the universe.
Now, are these
That's
the
correct.
law-based ones or the
In exchange
chaos-based
for his
ones?
very soul, the Marquis de Galleria gained the aid of
A
a
demon is a demon.
That's how desperate he was to protect
Could
his
be a neutral
collection of
evil one.
curio.
Yeah.
Using the demon's powers, he turned the
just be a
space
demon.
beneath Galleria Manor into a
It's
giant
just a
gallery.
Satan.
No, into a giant
Not a Satan, a
twisting
demon.
labyrinth.
Satans
A
are demons
labyrinth.
are
Huh?
two different things.
But as it neared completion, the Marquis gradually came to his senses, and in a moment of clarity, devised a plan.
What did he do?
He sealed the labyrinth, demon and all. It's said that the demon is still here, expanding the labyrinth to this very day. Or so the story goes.
That's an interesting tale. But there's something I find a little strange about it. How has a centuries-old story been passed down as if someone witnessed it firsthand? It almost sounds like a work of fiction.
Yes, that is a popular opinion.
Ma'am, are you
Most
perhaps
have written it
implying
off
that there is
as
a
an
cover-up
exaggeration.
regarding the
Idle
labyrinth?
gossip to stir up
There's
public
probably a
interest.
cover-up involving a
you
weirdo
really
noble
believe
with a
in
lot of
it?
money doing stuff.
I
Yeah.
do.
Collecting
That's
incredibly
why I
powerful
bought this
objects, yes.
half-forgotten place,
I can't believe this
fixed
is
it
a
up,
metaphor for
and sought
nuclear
out people to
warfare.
conduct an exploration of the labyrinth.
Oh.
Cat.
Good grief. Yet another stray? Where are they all coming from? Anyhow, that was the situation until about 3 months ago, when the good Madam Witch
I like that
arrived.
there's like, oh yeah, she's actually a witch. Shit.
A witch can't ignore rumors when magical objects are on the line, can she?
That is, to the extent of my knowledge, the complete history of Galleria.
I love magic shit.
I want to get my magic shit
getting
going,
a little
baby.
scared.
Ah, yes. Before I forget, you are to turn in all curio discovered underground to me. Is that understood?
Seems like a bad idea.
Yes, I'm aware.
Seems like a
Do you
great
want
way
to
to hemorrhage
report
money.
every time we find one, too?
That won't be necessary, but do report to me immediately if you discover any of the curio d'art. Find the 9. Well, I suppose the man-eating wardrobe and
Like,
the
this
catalog
seems like it
obscura
can
are
very
2 of them.
easily turn into a fucking
In
money
that
pit.
case, your task
Oh,
is to find and
absolutely.
collect the remaining 7 curio d'art for me. I will pay for each one you bring back.
Give me the money.
Well, that's very generous of you. But why are you so
Eight escape, you
fixated
said
on
demon
these
twice.
9 in particular?
That's a good question. He does seem pretty obsessive.
Count Bismalt appears to be in deep thought, a difficult expression on his face.
My. Looks like I might have overstepped. Rest assured, Count. I like to think I know my place. Now, if bringing them all together would let you make a wish for eternal life, even I might be interested.
Hey, thanks for the follow, Carly.
By the way, I intend to use the catalog and the wardrobe. Is that fine with you?
Yes, as long as you use them for your exploration, that's fine. However, they are to remain within the manor. And whatever you do, be sure to prioritize collecting the Curio d'Art.
Don't go
Okay,
fucking
what if
around
I'm
in
trying to
there.
get map
As we officially
completion?
begin investigating.
I mean, that's
Could you
exploration,
supply
so
some
that
capital
counts.
to cover the exploration expenses?
Very well. I'll prepare 100 gold coins as starting capital.
100 gold coins? That's great!
100 gold coins, huh? That's about 10,000 silver. Not too
Well, now we know the
shabby, not
conversion
too
rate,
Grandma
chat.
knows what's up.
Oh, and I'll be needing an alchemy pot so we can make some headway. Could you provide a cauldron?
Do you require any particular type?
Just a regular iron one will be fine. It'll need to be reinforced to resist curses, but I'll take care of that.
Can I just say, I love a witch with a cauldron. It is perfect. It is such a good trope.
The greatest tragedy, though, is that she doesn't have a big hat.
Yeah.
Though her shawl is pretty good.
You have free reign there as well. But I'd like to request that we don't end up with poison frogs for dinner, or the like.
I'll make good use of it. And don't worry, I would never serve frogs. It would be bat wings or eye of newt, if anything.
Like we're just leaning in on the trope.
Fancy?
Hey, what's up?
Yes!
Not you. I said fancy, didn't I? When you go underground tomorrow, let's see. I want you to collect some scrap iron
8 escape.
and medicinal herbs to make the alchemy pot.
D-A-E-M-O-N is still said demon.
When Fanti finds what we need,
I think it's meant to
I
be
want you
like
to
a
call it
different
back.
classification despite
Understand,
being the same
Missy?
name. At least that's what I had to hazard a guess.
It's the common misconception that D-A-E-M-O-N is Damon when
Herbs.
it's just demon.
When clearly it's supposed to be like, you know, a computer virus.
Okay, first up, a computer demon
iron is
isn't
just
a
some
fucking
kind of
computer
metal?
virus.
And the medicinal herb is...
Yes, you got it. Just keep continuing as you have. Think of it as
My entire internet just
Babysitting
crapped on me.
some
Oh,
brat.
yikes.
Have you thought of firebombing
I
your
might not
ISP?
like it, but I'm really good with kids. They're so
It'd be nice to
cute.
go. It'd be nice to light
I
a
can
fire
never
under
get
their
enough
ass.
of how
Yeah.
adorable they are.
Will this truly be all
Even
right?
Fanti is
I'm getting a little
like,
worried.
really, this is the idiot I'm
that's
attached to.
Now
This
that
is
you
who
brought
I'm
it up,
soul bound
I
to,
saw a kid
radical.
when I first arrived, but does she not live here? I haven't seen her since.
The hood is very
child.
Baba Yaga.
In a place like this.
Yeah.
Yes, a little girl. She was wearing some clothes that
Yeah,
didn't
no,
look
she,
like
she
they
has
were
a
from
much more
around here,
Eastern European sort
but
of
I
witch
frightened
look.
her away.
And I very
I'll
much
need
dig
to make
it.
friends with her next time.
A child? Ah, you must be referring to one of the orphans that wander about. Let me be clear on the matter. You aren't to let any children in the building.
Well, we're already
Before
looking at
I
one,
forget, my
so
I'm staying
Please
in the
do not
basement
talk about the
beneath
count like
tribuna
that.
At the moment.
why
But I
not?
had the little Missy use one of the free rooms.
Not a good idea to call him a man
Would you
child to his
please?
face.
I'm
Okay,
a busy
fair.
man, you see. I'll leave the day-to-day to you, Madam Witch. However, I do have a few rules that are not to be broken under any circumstances.
Man, that just reminds me of Beowulf. I drove a shitload today, and it was fucking
You're free to use
pissing
whatever you
down.
need for exploration, but you are not to enter the northeast storeroom or the abandoned church.
Abandoned what
Do
now?
not enter northeast storeroom or abandoned church.
Hey, boss, you got any guards around those places? No?
Under
Cool.
any circumstances.
But Hopo, we're
And
not supposed
as
to
for the
go
stray cat
there.
I heard just now.
Yeah,
if
you're
you
not
come
supposed to
across
go to a
it,
lot of
be
cool
sure
places.
to
What's your
kill it.
point?
Also, wow, Bismarck,
Wow,
what the
fuck
fuck?
this
Are
guy.
pests that do nothing but wreak havoc on works of art. I expect you to eliminate them from the premises. Is that understood?
I like how Eureka's like,
Yes.
yeah, I'm just not gonna write that
I
one.
beg your pardon?
Well,
Miss Soleil.
Now. Fanti takes up her energy as well. It makes her twice as hungry and tired as the average
can
person.
the Count see us?
Just let her be
yeah.
for today. She'll need her rest for the exploration tomorrow.
It's amazing that she could just sleep standing up.
Look, man, she's not used to the whole Fanty thing, and it is just wrecking her.
Got the
Clearly what she needs to do is cardio. To help her stamina.
New products available.
God, this fucking count is such a piece of shit.
Oh yeah. You have no idea.
Profane? No, do not kill the children.
Galleria Catalog. Gain access to the catalog. Give you handy information about monsters you've encountered. To defeat your foes, you must know them. Eat tasty meat.
Meat.
Delicious, delicious meat.
I mean, I want you to stop before Pitfall.
Oh, far too much, unfortunately.
Yeah, ED's like, the second you get that 5k, you just want to fucking buy that shit.
Open palm slam the fucking mana onto the table.
I had to restart so many runs because of that fucking fall.
Just like, oh, look, a cliff fall.
Or, you know, fat fingering my D-pad and hitting the wrong button.
Yeah, that one I feel. But I will say this, I think this is probably a good place to actually stop because, it's not so much that the dungeon exploration is hard. You could actually get the items relatively easily, but the next cutscene is relatively long, so I don't want to hang on that. But I will be streaming this tomorrow as well, because I do intend for this to be the, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday game, just so we can, like, get as much done as we can per week.
Not at the moment, Honora, because the game is actually kind of stingy with puppet parts at the start.
Yeah. Can we exit to the menu? Oh yeah, return to title. LB, press start. Did it do the thing that I hope it did?
Especially compared to the previous game where you could get them pretty easily right at the beginning. This takes a hot minute.
Nope.
Labyrinth of Galleria. The Moon Society.
Why is it still there? I don't have game completion anymore. I deleted all my saves.
Do you mean the background?
Yes. Because that is
oh,
not...
it's fine.
Oh, I'm aware. But it's in my head, you know? It's there.
Look, man, let me tell you about doing an entire Nier playthrough with the fucking...
Right.
Victory title screen.